ourselves a group called Red Bull Leipzig. Shout out to my boys, Istanbul. Let's go, Istanbul. Shout out to Golo. Shout out to Istanbul. Shout out to Dembaba. We're going to have a Dembaba appreciation. And Red Bull Leipzig. That group has just been made very, very interesting. And it is what it is. Chelsea said what's up to Rennes, as was expected, because Chelsea are going for some things this season. They're just going for some things this season. I think it's time. Hashtag Mendy for captain. 5 clean sheets. He has reinvigorated Chelsea and he's making Chelsea believe in greatness. We ride.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
Okay, so shout out to everyone in the lobby. I can see you in there. I will bring you guys in once we do this whole discussion of stuff. So let me first start with the PSG game. I think that is the best place to start. So we're going to start with the PSG game. PSG against Leipzig. As I always said, that this was always going to be a very, very perhaps monumental game. I think this was always going to be a monumental game based purely on the injuries that PSG had. And the reason why I loved this was because your boy Thomas Tuchel, who shouldn't be managing this side, was going to be put under huge amounts of pressure. And he was going to be put under huge pressure because of what would be expected of him. In terms of, you have to win this game, and you have to win this game with the pieces you have, with the players you have. That is the only way that you can win this game. So remember, guys, I've put out the link. If you want to join this stream, I've put out the link. So head to my Twitter page if you want to join in on the discussion. If you want to join the hangouts and the discussion, head to my Twitter page, click the link, and then we can then discuss this. So I'll bring the boys in afterwards. So you could definitely see that Leipzig were like, okay, we have to say what's up to PSG. And let's be real. PSG almost got away with the win, and I think this was a real good game because I think people have now realized that Moise Kean ain't a break. Put him in the right team, your boy Moise Kean can do something. And combined with that, you also saw that Di Maria is that dude. Getting the first G, which was off a Moise Kean assist, and he almost got that second one, which was a great chip. This is where the game changed. Di Maria scores that penalty, PSG win the game. At 2-0, PSG win the game. I don't think Red Bull Leipzig psychologically would have the fortitude to come back and make it 2-2. So that save that Gulakshi made could be pivotal in Red Bull making it out of this group. Because for me, that is where the game actually changed. Red Bull, they got motivated through that. PSG just really built upon how good they were playing at the beginning. And then Red Bull came back with the goal, big time goal. And look, and I'll talk about this thing, the whole Chelsea thing. I'll keep it objective with you. Even for the Di Maria penalty, really? And again, for the penalty that Forsberg ended up taking, really? Is that how we're now giving away penalties? Really? Is this where it's now come down to? But it is what it is. Forsberg got the penalty, put it away, and PSG still had chances. They still had opportunities. But you can see just how important and how pivotal and how vital Mbappe and specifically Neymar is to this team. Because without them, specifically Neymar, there is no creativity, there's no imagination. But let's keep it real. I still saw Moise Kean on that pitch. I still saw Di Maria on that pitch. Goodness knows where Draxler is. Paredes was there. I mean, Sarabia was there as well. So you still had Kim Pembe. There were dudes there. But you have to give credit to the amazing coaching from Nagelsmann. Because even with Mbappe, Neymar, and Verratti missing, they were still the inferior team. Okay? The only player who you could say, okay, this is a quality player, like or is a potentially world-class player for Leipzig, is Upamecano. Are we saying freaking Angelino is world class? Are we saying Kunku is world class? Are we saying Forsberg is world class? Are we saying Poulsen? Are we saying Sabitzer is world class? No, we're not. So we're not saying that. We're not. They're okay players. They're good. They're pretty good. They're not world class. They're not top quality. They're not sniffing up a tier too. So this was a vital, huge win for Leipzig. But even more so, looking ahead to Paris, Kim Pembe. I don't know what the heck he was smoking. Kimpembe, that was idiotic and stupid. You've lost the game. It is what it is. But you can still make it through. Because if you win your last 3 games, if you beat Leipzig in Paris, you beat United at Old Trafford, and you take care of Istanbul, you're through. So what's that? That's 12 points. So you can still go through. So it is what it is. Let them have the win, whatsoever, 3 whatsoever. Save yourself for Paris, because now that is now a must win. But now, by you getting that red card now, it makes things quite difficult for PSG, because you're the strongest defender for PSG. It is what it is. Kimpembe is PSG's strongest defender. So by you messing up like that and allowing them to say what's up, that puts you in a really bad position. That puts you in a really bad position. Remember, guys, you can follow me here on my Twitter page, because people keep on asking, like, at Hufflepuff, that's for Twitter, Facebook, but mostly Twitter. You put yourself in a very bad position. So this makes this group, and we're going to discuss this when I bring the guys in, this makes this group insane. It makes this group totally and amazing insane. It makes this group crazy. It makes this group wild. And I think this just really opens these things up in this group, because right now, because we're going to discuss United losing, but Leipzig winning this puts huge pressure on PSG, but also this, because this is what I tweeted. If you're United, based on how you somehow lost to Istanbul, shout out to Istanbul, my Turkish babes, based on you losing to Istanbul, that is bad for United, because PSG will now go all out against United at Old Trafford, because now PSG now face a situation where they may have to win all 3 of those games, or at the very minimum 2. But they'll be looking, because they want to top the group. So this is a bad result for United, because you're not going to face a PSG that are now fully 100% concentrating and are now focused on with the backs against the wall, as opposed to facing them in the first game opener of the group. But my thing for PSG, look, they had their opportunities, they had their chances, but without Mbappe and Neymar, you could see that this team just really wasn't flowing as well. Demaret did the best that they could. I still think Moise Kean should be given a lot of credit. I think guys are all right, but shout out to Leipzig, shout out to Nagelsmann, shout out to how Forsberg, Sabitzer, Kunko, all these guys came through, because the thing with Leipzig, they don't have any star players. There are no superstar players. Let's just keep it real. They're a very good team, a very well-managed team. And I'll tell you this right now. I cannot envision a situation where PSG don't make it through the group. So PSG are making it through the group. But with United losing, we have a genuine 3-horse race for who makes that top of that table. So look, man, let me bring in the boys, man. Let me bring in the boys. 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 So, can you all hear me? Can you all hear me?
Yes.
You guys can hear me? You guys can hear me? You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So let me just put everything up. Let me come first to Mr. Ben, man. So Mr. Ben, PSG have lost, man. Let's keep it real with, because remember, there's no BS in this thingy, man. We keep it real. We keep it all the way stacked. Ben, how much trouble are PSG in?
Okay. If you remember yesterday, I said PSG were going to lose. Just that I said 3-1.
Don't lie.
Yes.
Did you say they were going to lose?
Check. You can listen. I was one of the
live
only people
chat.
who said,
Tell
I said
me,
they
did
were
this
going
guy
to
say
be
they were
great.
going to lose? Okay, don't worry. Our last live chat. Did Ben say they were going to lose? Okay, carry on. I'll double check. Double check.
Yeah, double check. Yeah, I did. I said they were going to lose 3-1. I said before Neymar and Mbappe, before I learned that Neymar and Mbappe were not in the game, I already thought Leipzig were going to win. If you remember that,
Okay.
I said that. Then you were shocked. So yeah, so they lost, like I said. So I actually don't do it. Like I told you, I watch their games. I watch them in French league. and they don't play with any sort of organization. Although they did today, they tried to did it. There was some organization, and I think it's down to the fact that there was no Neymar and Mbappe. Well,
How much can you use that as an excuse? Oh shit, Sevilla won. Sorry. So how much can you use
yeah.
that as an excuse though?
Well, it's not an excuse. You have to. It is what it is. It's what it is right now. So, well, I still think they can pull through, but that'll be very difficult. That'll be very difficult. It will take Leipzig to. It's possible they would have to beat Leipzig at home and beat United again and beat
So
who's
so
the last
so,
person.
but in your view, is it so? Did Leipzig deserve to win this game and PSG, or PSG were unlucky because they didn't have a penalty and Di Maria was unlucky with that offside. That was
I think
literally inches offside.
Di Maria lost. He missed a penalty, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So yes, PSG were unlucky, but either way, you're not the only team. Like why do they always have to be unlucky? How many times this story is constant with them?
Mm-hmm.
Like so, I don't. There's no excuse as far as I'm concerned. If they go to the Europa League, oh my god, all that money from Qatar. I think the investors will
No,
take
no, no,
out
no.
their money because
They wouldn't dare, man. They wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare. But lastly, how do you explain Kimpembe getting a red card, knowing that there's a crucial game in Paris and you're PSG's best defender? How do you explain his rationale?
I don't. I don't think I don't think players think through like that. If players think through that, I mean, if players think that far, someone like Sergio Ramos will not have the amount of red cards he has. So I don't think in except it's a tactical red card that you have to take. But like in the split second, someone like Kimpembe, I don't think. I think it just makes. Although I didn't see the foul though, but I reckon he probably just went just instinctively fouled the person. But I've not checked that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Cassius, talk to me, man. How big is this win for Leipzig? How did you see the series of the game? Have you comment that Leipzig could do something in this group?
So before the Champions League even started, I predicted that PSG and Leipzig would go through, and with the results from today, I think that's the most likely outcome because when you would think that when Neymar and Mbappe are back, you would think that PSG they'll definitely beat Istanbul in Paris, and I think they'll beat Man United in England. So I think that opens the doors for PSG to go through. Um, it would have been totally different if Man United hadn't lost today to
Mm.
Istanbul, but I think that changes a lot because a lot of Man United fans probably saw, okay, Istanbul, weak team. This is the first goals that Istanbul have scored in the Champions League. They were founded in 2014. This is a really small team, but they showed up. They scored two goals in the first half, and that really threw a spanner in the works. So based off of the outcome, I think that PSG. I'm putting a lot of faith in PSG that maybe they don't deserve, but I feel like they have higher quality players, and it would be a disaster if they wouldn't make it through. So
So you're still, and how much should we give Tuchel a pass for not having Neymar and Mbappe in his team, or should we still be hard on him that you still have enough good players to defeat Red Bull Leipzig without Timo Werner?
Um, based off of just this performance, I don't think you can give anyone a pass, but I don't think, like I said, with they've been given a lifeline with the Man United Istanbul result. So I already know, like we've already said it before, that Tuchel doesn't really have the character to do maybe what he wants tactically, but you can't put all of the blame on one person, especially after only three matches. Because if you remember, Atalanta after three matches they didn't have a single point in the group
Mm.
stage, and they ended up going through.
True,
So
true.
there's still a long way to go. It's only halfway. I don't think you should judge or blame Tuchel because, like we said yesterday, this was Nagelsmann, and Nagelsmann Nagelsmann won that battle. So no, I don't think you should blame Tuchel. Just quickly on Kimpembe, I to be fair, I used to think he was a brick, but in the past, I would say season and a half, he's impressed me a lot. And like you said, he's PSG's best defender. But that tackle was complete incompetence. It kind of looked at first like it could have been a straight red card, but of course he already had a yellow anyway, so it didn't matter. But now that you say that he's suspended for the next match, it really looks like a stupid decision.
Very stupid decision, man. Very stupid decision. Mo, give it to me, man. Mo Bassam Mohammed. Red Bull Leipzig PSG, man. Thoughts? Mo.
For me, the only way you can explain it is in terms of Campende. I'll just start with the simple thing. It's just stupidity to know that you have upcoming games and to get a red card like that. That's just stupid and it's inexcusable. But in terms of PSG overall, I think, as a couple of guys kind of reiterated, it's not over for them. And I think even if Man United had won their game, and they would have been on 9 points and PSG would have been on 3, they still could have gone through because they'd only be 3 points behind second place Leipzig. So for me, regardless of what Man United did in their game, if PSG beat Leipzig in the second leg where Mbappe will be back and I think Neymar will be back, I'm not sure. And Verratti, I think they can beat Leipzig in the second leg and definitely beat Istanbul at home. That's just, I think PSG, they're far from a position where they need to panic. I think they can still feel pretty comfortable as long as they beat Leipzig in the second game. If they draw or lose to Leipzig in the second game, then they're in serious trouble. And in terms of Man United, it's just, it's like Kendrick Lamar says, be humble. I think they just got humbled today. And
No. We'll get to United. We'll get to United.
We're going to talk about that separately. Okay.
Yeah, separately.
In terms of PSG, I think they're still in a
what about Leipzig?
Good position.
What win does it do for Leipzig? Do you still think this gives them confidence, specifically with the United loss, or where do you stand with Leipzig's chances of making it through after their win?
I think this gives them a big confidence boost to beat PSG, regardless of the stars missing. Just beating the team that knocked you out last season, that gives you a confidence boost in itself. And especially since their second game versus Man United is in Germany, it's not in Manchester, so that's another advantage to them. So if they can perhaps, if they can perhaps get a result versus Man United at home, and even if they lose away to PSG, but if they get a result at home to Man United, I think they'll make it through. I'm sticking with my prediction that Man United will not make it through to the next round, to be honest. And this loss today is just proof that they're the most inconsistent team probably in the world right now. So I just cannot rely on them.
All right. I'm Ham, man. Talk to me, man. Leipzig against PSG, man. Thoughts, man. Could Leipzig do something miraculous here? How much trouble are PSG in?
PSG. I didn't really watch this match, but from what I could see, it was
from what you know of the scoreline, are PSG in trouble? Are PSG in trouble? Yes or no?
PSG are probably not in trouble, depending on when the main players come back. But it's what's been said over and over again. The league is terrible. They are champions of that league, but they're only champions on technicality. I don't even know if they should be in the Champions League right now. So
wait, is this PSG you're talking about, or Red Bull?
Yes, that's PSG, because the French league was cancelled. So every French team is only there on technicality. So
wow. Okay.
They would have won nonetheless.
They would have won. We don't know though. We don't know.
No, they would have. Come on, they would have. No, come on. That's from the crowd. They would have won that league. They can go to sleep and still win that league with their D team. Let's just keep it real.
They can.
15 points ahead when the season starts.
Munich, they can be thankful for COVID. They're the only people who can be thankful for COVID.
Okay, thank you. Wilson, PSG Leipzig.
PSG Leipzig. What do I say? Di Maria, you a brick. You're trash. You should have scored that penalty. Moise Keane did his thing. He was okay. I can't even blame Tuchel for this. I gotta blame Di Maria. You're trash. You should have scored that penalty. And Kempembe, you get a red card for no reason when you clearly gonna play Leipzig again. See,
Stupid.
maybe they should have never sold Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva would have come in handy for that Leipzig game. But what I take away from this game, what I take away is that Mbappe just next summer just come to Madrid already. You wasting your time at PSG. Neymar, you only care about the money now. So you clearly just gonna resign with PSG. So there's nothing you else can do. You're not gonna win a championship with PSG. The only thing I would say for Neymar, maybe focus on the Copa America or Brazil and try to win.
So with regards with the CL, easy. Let's not worry about the Copa America yet, man. So are you saying that they're not making it through this group?
They are gonna go through, but
Okay.
it all gonna depend if Mbappe and Neymar are gonna come back. Cause if Di Maria scored that penalty, it's a whole different game. You 2-0
for sure,
up,
for sure.
it's a whole different game. But hey, I guess you could say they were unlucky.
Okay, how much of a pass should we give to Tuchel for not having Neymar and Mbappe?
I'm not gonna. Well, I don't really blame him for this loss. To be honest with you, Di Maria, you got to score that penalty. I know the goalkeeper made a very good save, but in a game like this, when you know United just lost, you could take over the group. You got to score that penalty, man. Tuchel doesn't get a pass because at the end of the day, you're still the superior team. Like you still could have beat Leipzig. It's just that Nagelsmann did his thing and I'll coach you. But I'm not gonna give nobody any pass. PSG should have won this game, but hey, stuff happens. What can you do?
All right. What's it called? Let me roll in with Hassan, man.
LSG have done it again, HH. What can I say? LSG.
No, PSG
thought
don't
still-
exist anymore. They don't exist.
It's LSG. I don't know what PSG are. It's LSG.
LSG.
They don't
it
exist
was-
anymore.
No, but it was LSG after they lost United.
Yeah.
So
But anyway, I thought it would be a draw. This game I predicted a draw. I'm not surprised because it's LSG. But I think HH, these men are going to Europa League. They're going to Europa League. And Neymar and Mbappe, this is the wake-up call you needed.
wait. How? You realize how much money has been spent on this team?
I don't.
You realize that
Yeah,
this
they're
is
going
oil
Europa
money that we're dealing
They're
with.
going Europa League.
You realize that this is billions. How are you going to tell me that these guys are going to end up in the Europa League? How?
They are. They're not going to make out of the group, HH. It's what is Neymar and Mbappe when you're in Europa League, just leave next year, innit? It's the wake-up call you needed. But yeah.
Okay. Natsa.
I think we shouldn't waste too much energy on PSG anymore. I just want to say Leipzig's manager has just secured his place and as the third best German manager in the world after Klopp and I forgot his name. How can I forget his name?
Is it Flick?
Hansi Flick. Yeah, exactly. Third best manager, and Tuchel is nowhere near that list because in face of adversity, he cannot beat Leipzig, who got beaten by that team that lost to who? That beat Leipzig 5-0. He couldn't beat them. I know he was missing Mbappe. Maybe if Mbappe and Neymar didn't dribble every second in the Ligue 1, they might not have been injured. So they might deserve this. And I hope they end up in the Europa League so they get humbled and stop overpaying for players just for the sake of it. Because clearly the second choice players are not good enough and can't get the job done. So it's clearly their fault for the recruitment that they've done. And then letting go of Thiago Silva when you have Kimpembe down there by himself. Who's your best defender? If Kimpembe is your best defender, you've committed suicide. Let's be honest. If Kimpembe is your best defender,
Kimpembe is not a bad defender. I think he looked
a bit bad this season, but wasn't he the guy that was always getting blamed for all these comebacks? That not the Barcelona one, but the one for United. He gave away that penalty as well.
No. Okay. Apart from that, it wasn't always on him. That was the only time he made a mistake was when he gave the whole handball thing in 2018. So.
And by the way, if PSG go to the Europa League, they're only going to spend more money. It's not going to make them spend less money.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing. And they make some more
still won't win Europa League. They still won't win it.
Imagine if they don't win the Europa League. That'd be funny. Yeah. With all those millions. Imagine Neymar in the Europa League.
No, guys, it's just not happening. It's not happening. So wait, what's it called? Yes, it's right. Talk to me, man. Leipzig, PSG.
All right. So everyone here is just talking about what they think on all their opinions and yada yada yada. I'm here to bring facts, okay? In the table right now, there's three.
These better be real facts, bro.
This is real fact. In the table right now, there's two
Okay.
teams that have 6 points. That's Manchester United and RB Leipzig.
No. Said, focus on.
Wait.
I'm gonna deal with you
I'm
with
just
you losers first.
I'm talking about PSG.
You have a section, but I don't want to even. I don't want to hear Man United's name in this section because we're gonna dedicate the entire section to Istanbul. So I don't even want to hear United's name. Please speak.
Okay, we'll get to United. But here's the reality. There's a clear way, easy way, that PSG ends up third in this group.
It's not happening.
That's if they lose the next game.
Which is not happening.
And Manchester United beats Istanbul. That's a big if. Which is
they're not losing the next game. It's in Paris. They're not losing the next game.
Okay, then what happens is the game after the next game is Manchester United versus RB Leipzig. They will only need to a 0-0 draw will make Manchester United RB Leipzig go through. Let that sink in. If PSG throw it away like they always do in the Champions League knockout, if they do that, if they lose to RB Leipzig next game and Manchester United beat Istanbul, Manchester United and RB Leipzig can literally pull out the kids and play a 0-0 draw and still go through.
It's not happening. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. You're smoking crap.
You said Manchester City was going to win last year. You said that. You said we're not going to get a Bayern Munich at PSG. Finally, you said that.
Yes,
Said all
Saeed.
that.
Let me know. No, Saeed. No, Saeed.
You said that.
Let me hear this
careful.
in. I want you to say this clearly so I can clip this. Are you telling me with your mouth that PSG are going to end up in the Europa League?
Yes. I said it. Come at me, guys. Come at me. I said it. PSG will end up in the Europa League.
I agree.
Neymar and Mbappe will end up in the Europa League.
It's possible now. So
it's going to happen.
You have to at least look at the fact that the players.
Red Devil. No, Red Devil. You don't. No, Red Devil. Red Devil. You don't get to speak, bro, because we have got a section dedicated to you. So, Red Devil, I'm going to come to you, and I only want to hear Red Bull Leipzig and PSG. I don't want you to even hint of Manchester United in this section. So just talk about the Red Bull Leipzig and the PSG game, and that's it. I don't want to hear anything else about United because we're dedicating a section to you afterwards because this is going to be a long haul. Guys, I hope you've got your meals and you've got your drinks. We're in here for the long haul. Please talk to me about Red Bull and PSG.
I'm gone after this, sorry guys. The worrying, Leipzig, I think, well deserved at the end of the day. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people will say Mbappe wasn't there, Icardi wasn't there, Verratti wasn't there, and so on. But the worrying thing for me from a PSG point of view, and why I don't completely disagree with Yassi in terms of PSG, is because it was clear that the players aren't playing for Tuchel. Like the unprofessionalism towards the end, like to have 2 red cards to end the game of 9 men, and then put your team under more pressure going into the second leg.
Wait. Who was the second? Because Kimpembe and who else got sent? Idrissa Gueye.
Yeah. So 9 men. That's unprofessional. So when you end the game, and especially I think I saw a clip where I think it was Marquinhos was coming off. Tuchel tries to come to him and he just slaps his hand away. That for me is a worrying sign. I mean,
ill discipline.
Brick, I get it, but he's just a brick. It's clear to me that he's probably lost the dressing room. So even though PSG have the quality, do I think that PSG, the players, will play for themselves? Oh, is my mic? Is my mic still bad?
No. But every single time your mic always does this crazy thing where you sound like really, really loud, and it basically fucks our ears open. So I don't know what it is.
I've tried testing it. I really don't know I'm going to have to just buy a really good external mic or something. I've got no idea.
Right now.
Continue.
Okay, no,
You're good now. Continue.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just let me know if it's blazing.
Mm.
Yeah. So for me, like, obviously, United fucked up. If we'd won, we'd be in complete control of this group we have. But I think,
So how much? Because Said has already said what he said.
yeah.
Do you see a scenario where after this loss, PSG can actually end up third, or do you think that it was a loss, but the games that still remain in their favor, specifically this tie that's back in Paris with Neymar and Mbappe back, we expect?
Well, it's the evidence because, like, whatever you say, if you look at the 3 games, PSG have played poorly in all 3. I know they beat. I know they beat Istanbul. I give them that. I know we played well, etc. But I wouldn't necessarily they played well in any of those 3 games. And again, it goes to the fact that, like, I don't think that these guys are playing for Tuchel anymore. You don't the petulance to basically lose Gay and Kimpembe, who are obviously starters. These aren't bench one players; these are starting players. That's your first choice centre back.
There's no excuse.
So they're now going to be out the RB Leipzig game against PSG. You probably potentially give advantage to, even with Mbappe, if I'm perfectly honest, you give advantage to RB Leipzig in Paris. We've seen them bottle before. So basically, they've got 2 games. Okay, yes, they'll beat Istanbul. But as Yasir said, United and Leipzig then just need to draw. And then that's it. Because PSG will have... Because if PSG lose to RB Leipzig in Paris...
Which isn't happening, bro.
I don't know.
Red Devil is not happening. Red Devil.
Would anybody be surprised if they lost?
Nope.
Yes.
Based
on what has happened.
Because
you see,
they should have won today. They just choked. They should have won today,
No,
they
no.
just choked again.
There is a difference between your opening game, where it's the first game, and this is now your 4th game, and it is what it is. So their first game in Paris against United was not a must-win game. All 3 games now are must-win. Specifically, the next 2 games are must-win games. Is the United game the last game of the group against PSG? No.
Yes.
Sorry, it's Leipzig.
Last game. No, sorry.
Last game.
So last game is United PSG.
So
Yes.
so United PSG is next, and then it'll be Leipzig is the last game, I think.
So Leipzig United is the last game of the group.
No. PSG and Manchester United is the last game because we're going reverse order.
PSG and United is the 5th.
No.
United and PSG is the 5th.
No. This is reverse order, though.
PSG last game is Istanbul. They play in Istanbul. That's the last game.
Okay, that's what it
Yeah,
was. So basically, round 6 is PSG Istanbul, then Leipzig against United. That's round 6.
Yeah.
It's always the team you face. The
Hey,
team
can I
you
just
face
respond?
in the second week is the team you face the 6th time.
Yeah. He means the first team you face is the last team you face at the end. Like
Okay.
No.
Wait, isn't the second team?
No, it's not
It's
because
the second,
because
it's
United
the
played
second team
PSG.
you face
Oh yeah,
is the last.
yeah.
Also, okay, the second team you face.
Yeah.
Second team.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Can I just respond to something that Red Devil?
Go for it.
You said that Tuchel's losing the dressing room, but how many times has this happened? Like, Blanc has lost the dressing room. Una Emery has lost the dressing room. Is it something got to do with the manager, or is it just these players are just
It's
I
the
don't
way
know.
the club is run.
It's just the way the club is run. Yeah. It just,
Yeah.
Even when Munich left, he said, I think he said that when he left the club, he said he saw as Dortmund as more as a family team, but that down there, PSG was just a luxury place in France. There's so many places to go, and then it is so posh and everything, and it just is. They're not a real team. They're not like.
It's of course, but we know this, man. We know this.
No,
Not a real team.
So I don't think you should. That's what I mean. I don't think you should blame Tuchel for losing Justin. They just
No.
of users that think they're big time, but they're not actually big time.
No. When I'm saying that Tuchel's lost the dressing room, it's not because I think that it's solely on Tuchel's fault. It's just the fact that, like, as you've rightfully said, like, the attitude with a lot of these players is that they clearly don't respect him. And for me, so the way that this game, the PSG ended this game in a completely unprofessional manner, like,
And that comes with the manager,
and
who's the leader.
It does. It does, and it doesn't. Like, because as Nasser's rightly said, and to a certain extent, where I'm going to go on about United is that when you have the same pattern under successive managers with the same players, there has to be some ownership for the players. Like, it can't just be the manager when this is the same thing going over and over. We've been talking about this at PSG for the last 5-6 years, and a lot of these players have been there for that time. You know, even if your GOAT Mourinho, well, maybe Mourinho might do something, but even a manager, if they don't have the respect of those players because of the way PSG are run, because apparently it's all about the big names and not about giving respect to the manager, any manager is going to come and is going to struggle. It's as simple as that.
All right, so look, man, let's leave PSG for one side and let's talk about the real dogs, man. Let's talk about those real dogs, man. So the Chelsea kids,
Really?
Real dogs.
the Chelsea kids, man.
Who was watching
The Chelsea-
Chelsea Rennes, man? No one's
Wait,
watching
wait. I'm
Dead
gonna
game.
put you. I'm gonna put you guys in the background, and then I'll bring you guys in. Let me just do my Chelsea thing, and then I'll bring you guys in. So, Chelsea boys, man. Now look, I would have liked this to be a much more convincing win. I would have liked this to be a much more convincing win, but it is what it is. A dub is a dub. Chelsea got that 3-0 smackdown, got the win, got the clean sheet, which I will get to, but it's cool. But there's just a few things I want to get into now. I like the fact that, you know what, the team is now getting much more confident. They're much more resolute. I'm still not sure what Lampard's aesthetic is for this team. That's just me. I still do not know what Lampard specifically wants to do with this team. I'm not too sure, but maybe we can find out soon. But look, it's hard to critique this performance or to analyze this performance or to appraise it when you're playing against 10 men. Because when you're playing against 10 men, boom, you know what, like that, you are expected to win, specifically when you're playing at home or so forth. But this is the funny thing, though. I'll keep it real with you. Timo Werner scored 2 goals. He didn't play well. Timo Werner didn't play well. It was good how he scored, how he got that penalty, because that was just quick thinking, and I think the Rennes defender just was not able to think or react as quickly as he did. But when you look at Werner's overall play, he didn't have his best game, and I'm still not sure what Werner's best position is. Because for me, if you want me to choose between Timo Werner or Pulisic wide on the left, I'm gonna choose Pulisic. I think Pulisic is far more effective and far more adept on that left side position than Werner is. I think for Werner, what he is a striker that drifts wide left. He isn't a guy who is specifically a left wide dude, because if you're a left wide dude, you have to know how to navigate that position. It's like Benzema. Benzema for Real Madrid doesn't play wide left. He's a striker. But when he is the striker, you see him going wide left, center, and so forth. But if your position is a wide left player, there's certain things you have to do and be able to do. And Timo Werner just can't do these specific things that make you a specific left-sided inside forward that someone like a Pulisic can do. So that's one thing there. I still don't. I think for Lampard, I still don't know whether Lampard knows what his midfield is. I think the good thing was, look, Mount. This is good for Mount. That play him in the middle. He's far better in the middle. And I think against on a position like Rennes, it's cool. But Kovacic should never be on the bench. He should never be on the bench. Kovacic for me is one of Chelsea's best central midfielders. His press resistance, and I think I always say that if you're talking about the midfield combination, it's Kovacic and Kante. That is the midfield combination. And I don't know why people haven't done this yet, because this guy has been run to the ground. Put Kante as a DM, protect his legs, protect his physicality, and let him protect the defense. And Kovacic is a central midfielder who can move forward with the ball, but is that guy giving those quick transitional passes. It's simple. I don't know what that is. Rhys James was money. Thiago Silva and Zuma holding it down. Tammy did his thing. And I think, look, it's going to be difficult, because it's like, when do you play Tammy? When do you play Giroud? When do you play Timo Werner as striker? Because this is the complication. Timo Werner doesn't work as a wide left player. He works as a striker who drifts out wide left. So if Werner works as a striker, which place do you have for Tammy? And for me, Giroud is a useful brick. He's a useful brick, and he's a World Cup winning brick. And as a World Cup winning useful brick, there are uses for him. So when do you use him? Because there are games in which Giroud is far more effective than either Tammy or Timo Werner, and I think Lampard has to see this. But guys, I'm putting a new hashtag. My hashtag is also as well. Give a shout out to your boy Ziyech. He didn't score to today, but you can easily see that I think it's clear now. Ziyech is probably one of Chelsea's best players now. And the more and more he gains used to this team, the more and more he becomes critical. I think this is the guy that's going to define Chelsea's season. It's not Timo Werner. It's not Kai Havertz. It's not any of this dude. Ziyech is the guy from an offensive point of view that will define Chelsea's season. This guy's quality and ability is silky. And just his football brain and what he does with his passing, his shooting, his movement, his link play, how he's working with other players around in that final third. He's the dude. He's that guy. But I'm going to put forth a hashtag. My hashtag is Mendy for captain. Edouard Olusegun Mendy for captain. This guy must be made captain right now. 5 clean sheets, composed as a piranha cactus. This dude has, because what the heck does Azpilicueta do as captain? What the hell does he do? What the hell does Jorginho do? I think for Mendy's instantaneous impact to this team, his personality. I mean, if you looked at the game at the end, look at how all of his former teammates at Rennes all went to him. It is obvious the guy has a very affable personality. And I do think that Chelsea need a captain that's a stalwart that everybody likes, everybody can gravitate towards, but has the right character. I don't know why Azpilicueta is the captain. He's from the road. For me, I'm putting forth a hashtag. I want everyone to promote that hashtag. Chelsea or non-Chelsea fans, any fan who wants, even sports fans or non-sports fans. The hashtag is hashtag Mendy for captain. That's Mendy, number 4, captain. Hashtag Mendy for captain, man. So let me bring in these dudes in here, man. Let me bring in these dudes. So I want to now come first to your boy Ben, man. So Ben, talk to me, man. Chelsea 3-0. How far can Chelsea get into this year? Have they put the competition on notice? Have they put the competition on notice? Should people fear Chelsea?
Okay.
How much should people fear Chelsea?
Okay, anybody who is serious, any serious team should not fear Chelsea. Because
what?
It's just Rennes. Can you hear
So
me?
you said, yeah, we can hear you beautifully well. I'm trying to understand. You said nobody should fear Chelsea, but Chelsea just won 3-0.
Sorry, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can
okay.
hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you, bro.
Okay, I said no serious team should fear. Yeah. Okay, so I was saying yes, they just won 3-0 against Rennes, and I don't see how that is that should put any fear on anybody. But let's talking about Chelsea on its own. It's you're going through a rebuild, which is looking good. But like you said, and like many other Chelsea fans have said, sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear me.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
And
like you've said, and like every other Chelsea. Okay, sorry. Like you've said, and like every other Chelsea fan has said, I don't think Lampard is the man for the job because what I see is too much tactical. You're trying to do too much. I think the days of like long ago, like 10 years ago, before Pep and before all of these tactics, days when we just play all the players in their strongest position. You know what we want to do, but we are just so good at it, and we will just beat you at it because we can do it. And I think one of the characteristics of that team is Man U. That's Ferguson's Man U team, and I think Chelsea 2005 Mourinho team. You just know what we're going to do, but we're just so good at it, and our players are just coming at you. And I think that's what you need to do. Play Kante where you need to play. Play the players at their strongest position and get the chemistry, and you'll be good, and your rebuild will go well. But as for maybe you could get to the quarterfinals. Yeah, we get to the quarterfinals. But as for big teams being afraid of Chelsea, not when Lampard is there. I don't think so. I don't think any serious team should be afraid of Chelsea right now.
So how far can Chelsea get in the Champions League, according to you?
Yeah, I
Since
said
you're
quarterfinals.
since you're Nostradamus, what's that? Was
I
that
said
what did you say?
quarterfinals.
So Ben, if Chelsea sniff those semis, man, I'll remember you being a
Let's
hater.
hope.
Cassius,
Let's hope.
talk to me, man. Chelsea 3-0, man. How excited are you for this Chelsea team, specifically Edouard Mendy and Ziyech? How excited are you? How happy are you?
Happy is not the word.
Why not?
Because Chelsea doesn't make me happy. And also, if you look at the video, if you look at the video yesterday, I said that word for word. I said that Chelsea would probably win 3-0, but it would be unconvincing. And when I
True,
heard
I
you
was just
speak
thinking
about this
about that. I
match,
remember.
yeah, when you did the intro with you just alone, that's exactly what you said. So,
It isn't actually, but carry on.
I'll look at the tape again.
Cassius, just keep talking, man.
Okay.
Keep talking, man. Keep talking.
So, I mean, it's a good victory. Like you said, Mount playing in the middle is much better than playing on the wing. It
Mendy's
seems
clean
it's
sheet. Talk about Mendy's clean sheet. His fifth clean sheet.
yeah.
in a row.
Mendy's looking like a good purchase. What was it, like 25 million? So, and for a good goalkeeper, that's a good price, especially when your past purchase was 80 million for Kepa. And so yeah, it's a good purchase. Ziyech is a good purchase. So Chelsea have the players, they have the quality. We all know that. And maybe sometimes we're a bit unfair with Lampard because you have a game every single 3 days. Maybe it's not so easy as we think to just get like a system, and just with new players, people that sometimes some of them maybe don't speak English, like Thiago Silva. So I think he's doing well. They've made good signings, and if they just need consistency because now they've put together however many clean sheets. If they can just get some league form, maybe get a good win against, I don't know who the next big team they play against is. Maybe you can tell me.
Or Spurs.
Spurs. If they can beat Spurs.
Sevilla.
Yeah, Spurs, Sevilla. If they can get a run going, like pretty much every team, I would say the same. If they can get a run going, then they can really aspire to do big things. But like Ben, I would say at this point, I can only say they're gonna hit the quarterfinals max.
All right, Vilton, talk to me, man. Chelsea, man. Talk
yeah,
about the edge. Talk about Mendy, man.
there's nothing to talk about. Y'all were going against Rennes. Y'all should have won, which y'all won.
What do you mean by no?
But congrats though.
No,
Congrats.
3-0, 3-0,
Bro,
3-0, 5
it's
clean sheets in a row.
Rennes.
Talk about that.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, you got 5 clean sheets. Your defense is getting better. You have the second best defense in the Champions League right now. So congrats. Don't Chelsea.
When was the last time Real Madrid kept a clean sheet?
Who is first though? Who's first? Who has the best defensive?
Wait,
Liverpool.
Wait, Vilton, when is the last time Real Madrid kept a clean sheet?
I don't
Yo,
want to
last
say.
season Real Madrid
Bro,
had the best defense.
Are we not
in Europe,
talking about
so-
Chelsea? Are we not talking about Chelsea?
Which is a simple question. Okay, fine. So I think, have they kept a clean sheet this season? Well, carry on. 5 clean sheets
But
in a row.
yeah, 5 clean sheets in a row. Congrats. But what I'm saying that the Chelsea versus Sevilla game, that's gonna be a must-win for Chelsea because if you finish second, my goodness, I can see y'all go against Bayern Munich or I don't know. Or even
Or
even Juve. I'm just saying.
Chelsea,
I'm just saying.
Chelsea can't beat Juve or Barcelona.
I don't trust Lampard. I don't trust Lampard. If Lampard plays Mount, you guys have a chance. But if he doesn't play Mount, I don't see you guys beating Juve.
Shut up, man.
But anyway, it's Rennes. It's Rennes. It all gonna depend on the draw. I can't say how far you guys gonna get. If y'all go against a big team, y'all not going to the semis. I'm sorry, you guys are not. You guys are not built to win the Champions League this season. Quarterfinal max, maybe quarterfinal. But Chelsea's not sniffing the semi or the final. I'm sorry, it's facts. You guys have the second best defense right now in the Champions League, but that there you go. That's a positive thing.
All right, Mohamed, talk to me, man. Chelsea 3-0, looking good. Mendy 5th clean sheet in a row. Ziyech doing his thing. Tammy, Werner 2 goals. How excited are you for this Chelsea team and their performance? How happy are you?
Look, I'm happy for Ziyech. Otherwise, for me, like most guys said, I don't see Chelsea going far in the Champions League, man. I'm sorry. I don't think they have.
What are they missing? What are they missing? What are they missing? What can they go for?
first, I don't think the team has gelled together for long enough. A lot of new characters in there. Second, they're missing a decent manager. And third, sense of leadership. Honestly, like Thiago Silva is the only leader on that team, in my opinion. And I think, like you were saying, put Mendy captain. I'm never a big fan of putting like a new guy the captain right away just because he's playing well. I think you need someone with a voice, and I think Thiago Silva should be their captain, not Aspilicueta and not Mendy. Although you guys just said he doesn't speak English, so that's a question mark. But yeah, otherwise, look, it was a good win. But like the guy said, it's just Rennes. Let's not overreact to this. And
No,
if I'm
but
not
from what
mistaken,
you've seen so far, the defense
You haven't played a
of
big
Mendy's
club
effect.
yet.
Vilton, you've already
okay,
talked,
look,
man. Okay, look, man. Your team can't make it to the group. Don't worry about your group. Let me deal with Chelsea first. So, Mohamed, talk to me. It's 5 games
yeah.
to 0. Mendy has rediscovered it. Thiago Silva doing his thing. We know what Ziyech can do. His top 5 on form right now. Based on those things, can't you say that, you know what, Chelsea can do something?
I think they can. If they met the likes of Bayern, they won't lose as badly as they lost last season, but they still lose, I think. Maybe it would be a bit more respectable. They save face, maybe get a couple of goals at least, but I don't think they could beat the likes of Bayern, Liverpool, City, even like if you go down farther down the list, Barcelona or Real Madrid. I don't think they beat those teams. Maybe actually Real Madrid, depending on their defense, and Barca. I don't know. Like, I don't see them challenging for the title. And in terms of Timo Werner, I just wanted to say I think Giroud is the perfect partner at Chelsea for Werner, because a guy like Werner, he needs someone physical who can hold up the play and he can play off of that. And Yusuf Poulsen did
Werner
that.
can't play wide left probably then.
No, definitely not. For me, it should be a striker partnership. Like you have two guys up front, Giroud and Werner next to him, or Abraham and Werner next to him. But for me, for Werner, I prefer Giroud because, as I was saying, in Leipzig, Yusuf Poulsen kind of did that for him. He kind of provides the physicality, and then Werner kind of has a free role across the attack. So I think, for me, the best formation for Liverpool is to have Werner and Giroud up front, and then Havertz like just behind them, and then Ziyech, Kovacic, and Kante in midfield. Like I say, you play without wingers, and then like kind of have the fullbacks push forward. I think, especially with Chilwell and James.
Where is Mount? How come Mount isn't? So Mount isn't in your team?
No. If you have Havertz, Ziyech, Kovacic, and Kante, Mount doesn't make it. And I think Chilwell and Reece James, are so talented at pushing forward that you can rely on them to put in good crosses and feed the forwards. So I think like if you play without wingers and just have those two do that, and then like kind of focus on playing through the middle, I think. And I know that leaves out Pulisic, which sucks, but for the team overall, I think that would be the best thing.
Okay. I'm Ham. Talk to me, man. Chelsea, Rennes 3-0, looking good, looking like they want to top this group. Team is coming together. Clean sheets from Mendy. How happy are you?
I'm not that happy, to be honest, because
Why not?
Once again, VAR is just, the star of the show, doing nonsense. Well, the officials are, but yeah. I just hate that this match went the way it did with the calls, but maybe the first one was a penalty, but yeah, I wasn't too happy with some of the refereeing in the match. Chelsea looks like they look very dangerous on the attack, but what I was noticing was that when Rennes was coming at them, they didn't look as comfortable as I thought they were going to be in the match. They looked a bit surprised that Rennes was actually coming out to play and meeting them halfway. And I feel like without that penalty at the beginning, the match might have gone differently. So congratulations to Chelsea.
What hope do you have for them for the rest of the competition based on what you saw today, their performance today, and the fact that the defense is improving? Defense was the issue last season. Defense has improved. Could they be an outside shot for the Champions League?
That was where you were seeing the worst of Chelsea last season, but I don't think defense is actually your worst problem. The problem for Chelsea is Super Frank, but you can only let him show his true colors. So, congratulations for the 3-0 win. But we move on, man. I'm sure Chelsea's gonna get knocked out in the round of 16 anyway, so ain't a big deal. Congratulations for today.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. Nats, talk to me.
Can you say this new hashtag for me again?
The hashtag is Mendy4. That's number 4, captain. Mendy for captain.
Okay, I think you should burn that hashtag because your manager's Lampard and Mendy's black, so he will never be he will never be captain. Because you see this guy not benching Hudson-Odoi when he can clearly play him left wing instead of Mount. So I have a suspicion this guy might be racist. So I don't think that will happen. Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea is the finished article. No, I don't see them coming anywhere near to a semi-final because I don't see them beating the big side.
What is missing? You say it's not the finished article. What do you think is missing? Is it a specific player? Is it Lampard's management? What is missing that you don't think that they're not yet to the finished product?
It's a mixture. Because I don't think Chelsea's team creatively have gelled yet, even though they're scoring a lot of goals because they're very individually playing right now. And maybe if I heard I Am Ham saying, or who was it said that Giroud should come on? Someone said, I can't remember. Whoever said it anyway.
No. I said that Giroud has his uses. He has his uses in this team, and you have to, because again now the situation that Werner might play striker, Tammy might play striker, Giroud might play striker, but there are games in which Giroud is the best option out of those three, and Lampard has to realize.
I would say bring in Giroud because it gives him a different dynamic, especially when Ziyech can actually cross the ball to someone. I don't if he's crossing the ball to Werner, then it'll be a waste. So I think if Giroud is in there and he can hold the ball up for Werner, it'll be a very good combination. So, but Chelsea making the final or semi-finals or anything like that, I think that's a stretch. Maybe quarterfinals somewhere there, but nowhere near the finals.
Mr. Friendly Beast, talk to me. This Chelsea game, Chelsea against Rennes. How much hope do you think Chelsea have of going far in this competition based on their performances so far, and also Mendy's goalkeeping and their clean sheets?
Did Mendy have much to do today?
He made a key save.
Yeah, he did good. The clean sheet breeds confidence for a goalkeeper, so it's a very good one. But I think the upside for this Chelsea team is you've not seen their ceiling, so it's like a very, very good one. Now the results, like the past 3 results, it's building another level of confidence. It gets to a point where the players would believe in their ability. Now we can talk about the coaching credentials of Frank Lampard and all that stuff. But do the players believe in themselves? Do they actually believe that they can play better than this? Do they have they sat down to see the semi-finals of the Champions League as a target for them this season?
They better. With the money being spent, they better.
But this is what wins do for you. It builds confidence. Believe you me, if they go through this group, like, okay, for instance, if they top this group and do well in the next round, it will be, and the league performance is not too far away from the Champions League. Like, they're doing well. Winning, like all I've seen from Chelsea is for the past 4 games, it's been upward. Like they've been making progress as a team. So we've not seen the ceiling of this team yet. That's a very good news. If you're a Chelsea fan, you should be very happy with the way your team is playing. For the first time, you have a settled back four. You have a goalkeeper that can actually keep, as in he's a goalkeeper that knows his job. He had
confidence.
Yeah. His distribution on the ball is even good. So,
but don't you feel that with this team now knowing how to defend, because these guys were embarrassing last season. That's the clean sheets, better defense, and with Ziyech's creativity, can this team be an outside shot for this Champions League?
Outside shot would be a little far fetched. Like based on the way they started this season, I was worried they may not make top four for the league. But if they continue like this, then top four is like guaranteed. So they should begin to battle for maybe third place or second place in the league. Yeah, that's if they continue like this. Pray God with injuries and all that. But for the Champions League and an outside shot, see, with what we're seeing in the Champions League this season, I won't rule them out. We've seen lots of freak results. I won't rule them out. As long as the players believe in themselves and Frank Lampard select players with a clear head and not emotional commitment.
Okay.
They have an outside chance. They can do it.
Okay. Hassan, talk to me. Chelsea.
I didn't even know this game today. I can't lie.
That's a lie.
Who watches
you knew
Chelsea
it was
then?
odd, man. You were watching ZH. Okay.
Was
Red
it
Devil,
even on
mute your
TV,
mic.
Hector?
Red Devil, mute
What
your
illegal
mic.
streams are you going to watch this? Was it even on TV?
That United game was more interesting, let's be honest.
Hassan,
that's what I watched
Chelsea.
United
Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay,
Talk to me about 3-0 and Mendy, man. 5 clean sheets in a row. Talk to me about that.
Who have you played?
5 clean sheets in a row.
Listen,
I
HH,
want you
he's
to.
only
They
a
haven't
bit
played
right.
one big club. They haven't played one
Wilson,
big club.
Wilson, Mönchengladbach. Shush. Hassan,
You're only,
talk.
he's only a bit better than Kepa. That's why you're hyping him up.
Kepa
He shouldn't
is
get captain.
dog
He
trash.
shouldn't-
So don't mention that guy's name, please. Thank you. Just
He's only a bit behind Mendy. It's all right though. Hashtag finals minimum. Is that what you want this season?
No.
HH?
how far do you
no,
think
no.
Chelsea can get based on what you've seen? Better defense, more clean sheets, and with what they can now do in attack, specifically ZH. What confidence do you have on how far Chelsea can get in the Champions League this season?
If they're lucky, they'll get past round of 16. If they're lucky, that's how good they are this year. I get round of 16. You know what? I'll give them quarters. I'll be nice. I'll give them quarters. Max.
Okay. All right, man. Let's bring in this dude in there. Actually, have I come to Vilton? I have Vilton. I've come to you. Haven't I? Yeah, I have.
No, you haven't come to me yet. You haven't come to me yet.
Yes.
Of course, I have, man. Yeah, you talked about. Look at this useless man. Bloody Red Devil. Talk to me, man. Chelsea, Rennes, clean sheets. Because you told me before that you wish that ZH came to United. That ZH is one of your favorite players. You told me that before. So, how confident are you with seeing your second team, which is Chelsea, your favorite player, which is ZH, and this impenetrable defense led by Mendy? How happy are you and how excited are you for this team?
I think it's about time we get hashtag semis minimum trending again. I think we need
no, that's not happening, bro.
Finals minimum.
That's not happening.
that has to be the thing, because we have to get this trend on Twitter where Chelsea are going to be going to the Champions League semi-final, because that's the expectation.
Bayern.
Yeah, when you spend 200 million, and you spend on these getting these quality players, and when you have like the likes of the German Zidane, when you've got like Goat Ziyech, as you said, who's apparently the new Pele. When you've got Werner, who's essentially a past Ronaldo in terms of finishing. This is now a Chelsea squad that should easily be able to get to semi-finals. Would you not agree, Hey?
But why are people calling Havertz the German Zidane?
Abdullah, call him
Red Devil. We are about to get into Boychester. Before we get into Boychester, can you just talk to me about this game?
I mean, like I said, I wasn't really. I just gave an assessment on this amazing Chelsea team, and I just think that we need to give this person praise and set the bar high. They should be getting to the semi-finals. I must confess, I didn't watch the game per se. I just saw some highlights because I was busy looking at PSG Leipzig. But from what I can tell, Chelsea board, Lampard seems to have a plan, a structure. Mendy is clearly a better keeper so far than Kepa anyway, although I think we've yet to see him against some top quality opposition. But yeah, winning breeds confidence. You
Okay.
know, that's it. Really. I can't really say much because I didn't watch the game fully, but
Oh, red,
semis minimum. Hashtag semis minimum. Get it.
red devil. Don't worry, because we're now coming to a stage where I want you to speak to your heart's contents right now.
I'm
So,
about to
guys,
leave, guys. So sorry.
red devil, don't you dare go anywhere, man. You're staying right there. So, guys, I think now is the time where we now get real.
Wait, Atheist, I have a question.
No question. No. We're moving on right now. Just chill.
Okay,
So,
fair enough.
I think right now it's time that we get real about some guys called Boychester. Now, I was told. This is what I was told. I was told and I was promised that these guys, he's at the wheel. Legend. They beat PSG. They even gave Leipzig that baptism way of life. Istanbul, they're the whipping boys. Because people were like, oh my gosh, United can top this group. So the battle for second will be between Leipzig and it will be between PSG. Now, because I want to understand where to come from this, which is why I'm so happy that we've got Red Devil and guys in here. Because, see, I was away for the first half, so I watched the second half. But even seeing highlights of the first half and looking at the second half, we need to have a discussion about Bruno Fernandes. We need to have a conversation about Pogba. We need to have a conversation about Marcus Rashford. I appreciate what Rashford does off the field and his off-field activities and everything. I truly appreciate that. I think what he's doing off the field is amazing. But guys, I am a football analyst. The best there's ever been and the best in the business, okay? So focusing on football, that's my thing. That's how I roll. So if we're focusing on football right now, we have to ask ourselves this is, how good is Rashford really, and is he just living off hype? And when will United fans accept that Solskjaer has been tricking you? He'll beat Man City. He'll beat a PSG. But he will lose to a Burnley. He will lose to a Scunthorpe. And he'll allow Istanbul to say, what's up? When will you realize that he has been using witchcraft and white magic to keep himself in the job and to keep you United fans believing in him? Because I didn't see this in a scenario, Manchester United actually losing to Istanbul, because everyone assumed that, oh, Istanbul, these guys will finish with 0 points. That was the belief that, these guys are going to finish with 0 points. They're going to be the whipping boys. But not only did United lose this game, they deserved to lose. And this still looks like a team that, as I've said this, under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they are going nowhere fast. It's Boychester divided. Boychester, because I thought they were gone. They beat PSG, they beat Leipzig, they're looking good and everything. That win against Newcastle, like, okay, fair enough. But Boychester divided has come back to say what's up, and it has come back to rear its ugly head once again. And see, from a neutral's point of view, look at this group. This makes this group look amazingly great, because right now it's anyone's group. Istanbul have just made it interesting. Istanbul are not in the conversation, but right now, where it seemed to be United would have taken, because United win this game against Istanbul, 9 points. Yep, they're in the driver's seat. Specifically, if they now beat Istanbul in their next game, then they'll have 12 points. But now they have these 6 points. Oh, what the heck? So now they have this 6 points. It's now about what they can now do in the next game. So I want to bring you guys in right now, because I need a conversation. And you know what? I want to come first to Red Devil, because I think it's best that you kick this up before we go to the people. So Red Devil, explain to me how United can defeat PSG, Leipzig 5-0, a baptism, yet they can lose to Istanbul. Are we blaming the players? Are we blaming Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? What is the excuse? Should there be an excuse? And how worried are you about the chances of you advancing of this group, and do you feel that you have blown it?
It's multifactorial. First out, shout out to Raphael. Raphael was actually ex-United player, actually playing this game. He was actually probably the best defender in that game. So hashtag we should probably get Raphael back, because he showed more passion and aggression in that game in terms of his defending than our entire back line. So I want to put a shout out to Raphael, obviously former United player. It's top to bottom. I've already posted a video on Mo is right. I've already posted a video on my channel, which is basically me with Ollie out, and I would say I am now definitively Ollie out. Not specifically because we've lost this game, but for me, the big thing was the substitutions that he actually made. I do think that, overall, the United players are generally not good enough. Not because a lot of these players, we're talking Pogba, we're talking Rashford, we're talking Martial, we're talking Shaw, etc., have played under 3 or 4 different managers now. It's not just one. So we can't just say, a better manager comes in like Martial, Rashford. They've already played under 3 managers already. So when does it become a player issue and the manager issue? However, in the context of this game, let's be real. The start of the game, looked at the lineup. I was like, that lineup is good enough to beat Istanbul. They've been able to beat Istanbul easy. And Harry Maguire.
He's your captain. Be very careful what you say about your captain. Be very careful.
I never thought I would actually say, you know what? Let's just give Phil Jones another tryout. Like, let's see, because he's making me doubt. Like, when I'm thinking in my mind, actually, was Phil Jones really that bad? Was he really that bad? I don't know. I don't think so. He wasn't. I don't think he was that bad. Let's give Phil Jones a tryout when he's injured. That's how bad Maguire is. Irrespective of the 80 million. That first goal that we conceded today, because I blame, obviously, the way the tactic, etc., come back to the game. That is on Ollie, I agree. But there are individual defensive issues with certain players where you're like, even if Pep Guardiola was there, what the hell? The guys
So is it the issue of, Maguire's a brick, or does he have the power to replace Maguire, replace him with someone? So is this a thing of, you're the manager, this guy's playing like trash, do something and intervene?
Oh no, I think that fundamentally, unlike say maybe a Chelsea as a City, fundamentally you spent 80 million on a play, has to play. That's kind of I do think behind the scenes from a board level point of view, unlike a lot of I remember, for example, when Mourinho was at Manchester United, it was obvious that he wanted to sell Martial and Pogba. He actually went up. He was like, I want to sell Martial and Pogba. I want to get my new players in. And the board literally told him, you're not selling Martial and Pogba. They're staying. They have to play. We spent X on Pogba. He stays.
But just focus on this game. So specifically with this game, where does the blame come to? Why did you lose this game?
We lost this game due to individual errors and poor management. So it's simple as that. So it wasn't that let's be real, Istanbul didn't outplay Manchester United, boss.
Shout out to Dembaba. Shout out to Dembaba.
Shout out to him. It wasn't because Istanbul outplayed us off the park, pushed us up possessed, shots on target, whatever. That didn't happen. In fact, aside from those 2 goals, I don't think Henderson had much to do in terms of saves. We lost the game simply because our defensive bricks, in terms of management, certainly for the first goal and second goal, and in terms of the manager and how you respond to that, you take off one of your better players in Van der Beek and you say, you know what, maybe Scott McTominay might be better. That just doesn't make. I know Scott McTominay came from Axel, and I think it was did Pogba come on? I think in the second half, I think, or something. But it's still, you're taking off your better players. You're wanting to go for the win, and you're not going for it. So, and we've seen several times it's been a pattern. And you guys have told me, and everyone in the comments has told me, United struggle to break teams down that put 4 or so men behind the ball. I thought
because the MO is now give them the ball, you win.
I thought that took a change maybe against Newcastle, because Newcastle do that. That's how they've done before. So I thought, okay, we've done it.
No, you didn't do that. Nearly all the Newcastle goals were counterattacks. Nearly all of them.
No,
No,
but I mean,
you didn't break them. You didn't break them apart. You just hit the ball. You played either you played very fast in the counter attack or you put a through ball for Rashford to score. But I didn't see you breaking down Newcastle in that game. I don't know, maybe one goal, but apart from that, all the goals were counter attacks.
okay, fair enough. So certainly when they went a goal up, I think, because I think they scored first. They certainly dropped deep. So we eventually found a way. Is my point. But okay, I'll take that point. But at the end of the day, like that hasn't changed really. And that's on the manager. Whether or not another manager comes in and fixes it, I don't know. But
so basically, so just right a second, bring in other guys. The situation is what it is right now.
Yeah.
How confident are you that United can still make it through this group? You play Istanbul at Old Trafford, have to play PSG at Old Trafford, and you have to play Red Bull Leipzig in Germany. How confident are you that United can still make it through the group?
Well, it will. This fourth game is critical because, as I think we discussed, or as discussed with someone earlier, I think it was Yasser when he was on. If United do beat Istanbul at Old Trafford and PSG lose to Leipzig, then in theory, we don't know. We don't know. But which one is more? I know we lost, but like I guess you used in theory, which one is more likely? United should beat Istanbul at Old Trafford. They might not, but that is a more likely a result in theory than PSG winning against Leipzig. But my point is that like if we win against Istanbul and PSG lose, then United and RB Leipzig will just play out a draw at the end, and then that's that. So the fourth game for me is critical. So we don't even necessarily have to beat PSG at Old Trafford to necessarily progress from this group, as long as we beat Istanbul in our next game. And yeah, we should have the quality to beat Istanbul. But irrespective of that, because to be honest, it's not about Istanbul for me. International break comes, you get in a new manager, and then that's not the problem.
So what do you think of Twanzebe after that match?
In regards to the goals that were conceded, I don't think that was specifically Twanzebe's fault. I think
should he be? So would you start him ahead of Maguire? Would you start him over? Well, you start him next to Lindelof then.
Yeah, I'll be Twanzebe over. I said at this point, I start Phil Jones over Maguire if he's fit. Get him back.
Easy.
Man, the thing is that Harry Maguire is the captain, and he's organizes that back line. But it's clear that he's not organizing or doing anything.
Okay.
You know, I've been speaking that one.
Wilton, United, man.
Well,
have they messed up their? What do you mean by it happens? It's Istanbul. These guys,
bro. I'm not surprised they lost to Istanbul. They have a PE teacher as their manager. What do you expect, bro? Like I told you before, bro. When United need a result, they get it. But when you think they're gonna cruise against a team that they're supposed to, they lose. It's like they don't know how to break down defensively team when you watch them play. It was the same against Chelsea, Arsenal. Now today, they just don't know how to break down team. They just play freestyle football, like step back on the counterattack. And I guarantee you, if they were playing Manchester City or Liverpool this weekend, they would have found a way to win. That's where some Manchester United fan would tell you, oh, they just not being backed up by the board. I'm like, bro, with the squad that you have, you should have made the FA Cup final last season against Arsenal. Like Chelsea should have never beat you.
Are they making it through this group?
Yes, they're gonna go through, but I just think they're gonna get baptized in the round of 16. Depends who they get in the draw. Manchester United, you're not winning any trophies for Gunner.
Okay, so basically you have 100% confidence that they beat Istanbul at Old Trafford.
I do think so. I think they're gonna be like I said, they're gonna need a result. When they need a result, they win. I don't get this team. This team is like a Vibe FC team. That's what they should be renamed, Vibe FC. Because when they don't need a result, they don't care. But when they need a result, Marcus Rashford turns into one of the best players in the world. Martial link up play, Pogba plays better. Matches to them. What the heck was that defending, bro? That's defending 101. You don't go up that high up the pitch and leave Demba by himself like that. What the heck was that?
That was wild, man.
Can you
That is
blame?
literally a ball over the flipping top, man.
You
Like
can't. You
what?
can't. Go on, Wilson.
That just didn't make any sense to me. But Pogba was he was better than against he was better today than what he was against Arsenal. Van de Beek for the amount of money that they spent on him, this guy is not really doing what he's supposed to. Bruno to me was the best player today. Marcus Rashford, Yasser Said keep on telling me this guy is better than Mbappe. This guy
Marcus
should win the
Bale, he says
Ballon
he's going to
d'Or.
win a Ballon d'Or. He says he's going to win a
So
Ballon d'Or.
I don't know what this guy's talking about. I don't know where was he at today. Martial score. It was an okay goal. It was a nice pass by Luke Shaw. But other than that, I would guarantee you, it's just they're gonna beat Istanbul. Then
Okay.
it's just gonna go. They're gonna go through. I do believe they're gonna go through.
All
But
right.
after that, it's up to what Ole does, man.
All right. All right. All right. Natsa.
I'm surprised he didn't start with pop those bottles down because our boy Demba Ba did this against United. Okay, not only did he do this against United, but a few years back he did this against Liverpool
Yeah.
to give us the title. So
Chill,
I
I need the
owe
number.
I I owe Demba Ba a lot. So this guy is my guy. Um, United. As Volton said, I'm not really surprised because I always see this happening with United. And it's funny because every time, as soon as these guys like Bruno Fernandes and Pogba get compared to De Bruyne, it gets put down so quickly. It gets so put down so quickly, you wouldn't even realize it even happened. The way they hyped up Bruno Fernandes as if he was the next Iniesta or Xavi, this guy, unless he's a through ball, this guy is
They were
used.
calling him world class. They were calling him world class, man.
Yeah.
They said top five. Top
In
five.
Inter-
So the United fans, man, they need to chill.
His interplay is bang average. He's not very good at keeping the possession of the ball. He loses it quite often. So what is he really good at except for giving through balls to Rashford? I want to know that because how
So this is an argument that Pogba should start because Pogba.
Pogba for me is a better midfielder, like a box-to-box midfielder than Bruno Fernandes because he's better at keeping the ball. Even though Pogba is not as great at keeping the ball as he should be, he's better than Bruno Fernandes at retaining the ball. But I don't see that Bruno Fernandes doing that job for United, except for maybe when they're playing a counter-attack game. Excuse me. When they're playing a counter-attack game, he can play Bruno Fernandes. But in these kind of games, I don't see him being that effective. Oh, bro, my throat is sore.
bro, easy, man, but please, like, stay with us. Stay with us. So, Smithy, put it very simply, do you think United make it through this group? Yes or no?
You know, I said PSG are gonna go to Europa League, so I'm just gonna stick with United because they already have 6 points. I think they still have the most, innit? I think they have the most still. So
Yeah.
if they, because they can beat Leipzig, as we saw, they can beat Leipzig and PSG, but they can't beat this Istanbul team clearly. So yeah.
Okay. What's it called? Cassius, talk to me, man. United.
So I watched this game and I thought it was a joke, the goal that Istanbul scored, because it looked like, first of all, why was Matic the farthest back when you have two center backs? That makes no sense, first. And then the deepest man is 15 yards, 15 meters inside of his own half. It's just basic defending. It's almost as bad, if not worse, than the goal that Barcelona conceded against Liverpool, where no one was defending a corner. It was pretty much the same thing. It's just basic football 101, and you unbelievable. And then to then concede the second goal, it was kind of predictable. You could just see that, and then you see Solskjaer on the bench. He doesn't know what he's doing. So I don't know what to say. In terms of the group, I think I predicted Man United would get knocked out. So I was surprised that they beat Leipzig and PSG. I'll give them credit. I won't just say that PSG and Leipzig mess it up. I'll give Man United credit for those two victories, but I still think there's still a big possibility that they get knocked out, because I think clearly the best team out of these, regardless of the results, the best team, the team with the best players is PSG. And if they really get themselves plugged in, I think they can beat both Man United and PSG. I'm talking about Neymar and Mbappe. I think if they really are trying to do something in their careers, trying to win the Ballon d'Or, trying to do something, they should beat RB Leipzig and Man United in these next two matches. It's kind of similar to what they did against Liverpool. I remember 2 years ago in the group stage where they needed to get a result or else they would have got knocked out. So I think PSG, I still have faith in them, and Leipzig, you know, I'm not sure, but I do think Leipzig and PSG will go through.
So you still say United can? Still say United make it through this group?
No, I say they get knocked out. That's what I predicted earlier, and I think it's kind of tough because Leipzig, you don't know what you get. They lose 5-0. Even I was just looking at the highlights. The goal that they gave away, Upamecano has the ball and he just gives it straight to Ken. So it's kind of tough to say specifically, but I'm gonna stick with my prediction that Man United get knocked out.
So sorry to interrupt, Cassius, but based on that thing, like there is an issue there because, like, if you're saying that PSG are going to go through, that means that PSG obviously have to beat Leipzig, beat Manchester United. But obviously, if PSG beats Leipzig, and obviously United win their game, then essentially it'll be United and Leipzig on 9 points. But United obviously have the head-to-head advantage over Leipzig on the 5-0. So United would still have that advantage because, yes, even if Leipzig beat United, are they really going to...
So basically, he's assuming that Leipzig beats United at Old Trafford.
Yeah, but even if they do, they have to beat us by more than 5 goals, which I don't see, even as bad as United are. That is
I think he's saying Istanbul is going to beat Manchester United.
No, I'm saying Man United, but if I'm saying they beat Istanbul, let's say it's not a given, like we saw today. It's not a given, but just for the sake of argument, Man United would be at 9 points. I'm saying Leipzig, let's say Istanbul don't get a single point more, just for the sake of argument. So that would mean PSG automatically go up to 6. Leipzig and Man United obviously go up to 9. So that would mean I'm saying PSG would beat both Leipzig and Man United. So that would put them top, and then Leipzig beat Man United. So then they would go. That's kind of just based off of my prediction from the beginning. That's the only way I would be correct. But I think that's that's quite possible that Man United can only get 3 points from the rest of the group, and that being against Istanbul at home and losing against both PSG and Leipzig.
Okay.
It's exciting, man. It's exciting.
When are Neymar and Mbappe coming back?
Neymar's injury was slightly long term. Mbappe will be back for the game in Paris. But Neymar,
we all know how Mbappe is without Neymar. So
that's why things will get interesting. Things will get interesting. Okay, Hassan, talk to me, man.
Where should I start? I'll start with Istanbul. Congrats to them. A 6-year-old club beat Man United. I mean, it's amazing.
Shout out to Istanbul. Shout out to them, Baba.
Fuck them, Baba. Shout out to our guy squad. I don't know his name. He's
Steven Gerrard slips.
This is the right guy. Yeah, we'll see you on that. Where's the CEO? Anyway,
look, Hassan, talk about the game, man. Just talk about the game, man. Talk about the game, bro.
Anyway, Ole, man, he's my idol. Ole, man. He keeps giving back to Liverpool fans, man. I love it, man.
10-year contract.
20. Put it on table, sign it. You heard me, up. And let's talk about Drogba. His name not Pogba, it's Drogba. This guy, he's from the road, HH. Class B now. He has to be Class B now. I don't know why it's taking so long to process the papers. This guy's awful.
You're referring to Labille.
Drogba. He's Labille. I don't know who Labille is. It's Drogba. Class B now. Maguire. He's Class A, or he's a chief. I don't know what this guy is.
Why do you think they're still persistent with Maguire and him as captain? Why?
Because he's English and he got his mental health. HH, remember that? His mental health. I mean, this guy.
Okay, so do United make it through the group? It's complicated. It's very complicated. But from what Red Devil is saying, it seems as if it's still in their favor if we assume they beat Istanbul at Old Trafford.
I said PSG are going to Europa League, so sadly, United are gonna go through. Wait, HH, I saw a comment. Mm-hmm. I saw a comment by Infinity. He said, "Europa League will be more exciting this year. It'll be Inter Milan, PSG, Tottenham. There'll be a couple of teams in there. You know, it might be more interesting than the Champions League." So, good comment.
PSG are not sniffing that Europa League, man. Relax, man. It's not happening. Come, let me bring in Ben, man. Ben, talk to me.
Manchester United. Okay, well, congrats to Istanbul.
Congrats, and then to Dembaba as well.
Yeah. Like you could see the script, anyways. Like it's what we've been saying since Manu beat the big teams because they come out to play them, and they can't beat the small teams because they can't break them down. And that's the story of Manchester. And that's the story of Ole's Manchester United. But what I really want to talk about is the thing is, if you actually look from 2013 till now, I think that Man U have made some sort of progress. At least what we're talking about is the at least they can beat the big teams. So what we're talking about is breaking down the small teams and all that. And this whole sitting back that we talk about now that warrants the breaking down. This sitting back, it wasn't a very popular kind of football. If you think of 20 years ago, if you think of the old Premier League and the way Sir Alex Ferguson were playing, people came out to play. If you lose with dignity. Well, I think Jose, Simeone, and some guys came up with this parking the bus thing and countering and all that. And so other people had to think of how to break down that stuff. I said all of that to say it's not just getting a creative player that helps you break down. I think what's his name, Bruno Fernandes is really good, but I think if you take
really good, so you vouch for him still.
I think he's a quality guy. I think if Arsenal has that kind of guy, it'll be very useful for. They're looking for a creative person.
Arsenal in the Europa League.
Arsenal are looking for no. I'm saying Arsenal are looking for a creative midfielder, aren't they?
Oh,
so if you have someone
Ozil, but not Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is different.
No. But is Bruno creative at all? I'm just saying if they have something at all, just a number 10. They need anything now, but that's just by the way. I'm saying Bruno Fernandes. I think he's but do you think if Ozil is in Manchester United, they'll be able to do anything different? I don't think so.
No.
I mean,
because the issue is systemic and the manager is the issue.
Yes.
And Ozil is the worst player to bring into this United situation.
So bring in a creative player, bring in Kevin De Bruyne, bring in David Silva at his best. I don't think it would solve it because if you see the way Manchester City play, because at least they are the best in breaking down this low block stuff. It's not just about the pass; it's about the runs you're making. It's about passing. It's not just about the killer pass at the end of the day. It's about everybody making being able to pass through, and you see a work of coaching in it. So it's unfortunate that Manchester United is run in a similar way that Barcelona is run. Just that at least Barcelona could vote out their own president, but what's happening at Man U now? Their hands are tied, so they just have to go with the same. You just have to change the coach again, and it's sad, but that's what they have.
You're breaking up, Ben.
They just have to get a coach that can at least coach them going forward.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Let me come to.
Please come back to me.
All right, Friendly Beast. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, Boychester divided, fam. That club is too inconsistent to be called a Premier League club. I've not seen a club that is as inconsistent as that club. Like, even I met with a Man U fan today and I told him, guy, you go watch match? He said, yes. I said, okay, all the best. Because now, seeing him tomorrow, I don't know how he's going to look at me and tell me we lost. As in, I'm not sure you have the right words to explain the loss. I was looking at the images and they did not make any sense. So in as much as we want to blame the players for the goals considered, see, these things are, do you train with this play? Does he train with these players, or you just send them to the pitch and then, like Said will call him, only gonna freestyle? Is that what they do? Because a team that is coached will not play like this. Okay, now I will just I'll say it the way it is. A team that is coached will not defend like that. So there's no coaching, as in they are not being coached. I used to give him credit for those wins where the wins against has he won against Liverpool? I don't know, but the win against Man City where they sit back, hit on the counter, beautiful football and all that stuff.
He beat
But
he beat Pep like 3 or 4 times. That's how he beat
yes,
Pep.
yes, I used to give him credit for those wins and the win against, but I just think it's easy. Sit back, hit on the counter, play it to the channels. Dan James, Rashford. I just think because it is very easy, the basics in coaching, it's not visible in the team at all. So today's game, just their 1,000 game was okay. His 100 game was against Arsenal. You watch the way they play against Arsenal, and you just laugh. That game was
so basically you're advocating for him to be sacked because Pochettino is waiting in the wings.
No. See, that's why I'm not even happy when they play badly. I'm a Liverpool fan. I don't want him to be sacked at all. Don't sack him, please. Whatever is going to take for him to remain as a manager, please keep him.
So
Please.
evil, man. You guys are evil, man.
If it's to start a trend, I will join the trend. Only him. I saw them doing the comparison between him and Klopp. Very wonderful. He has won more games.
I love it. Oh, my.
Keep this man in the job. See, whatever is going to take for Woodward and the Glazers, this man is a very good man manager. He may not get his tactics right, but he knows what he's doing. Keep him in the job. Then as for their stay in the group, this group is looking like another Inter Milan group again.
Forget those guys, please. Don't mention Inter Milan, please. Don't get me angry. Don't make me angry. Don't make my blood boil. I'm begging, please. Don't mention Inter Milan.
No boiling. No boiling tonight. Just now, if they don't win against
it's very simple. Do they make it through the group?
Yes
or no?
Yes.
Do they make it through? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
they don't make it into the group.
So it's them and PSG. Leipzig go into Europa League.
Yes. I don't know when Neymar is coming back. Neymar
they should be
Mbappe, I don't know.
next game's in December.
For their next game. No. The next game is not December now. The next game is
next game is like 27th, I think, or something.
Next week or in 2 weeks time.
The next week in 2 weeks time. Yeah.
If PSG have those guys available, then they make it. But if they don't, then I think they will not make it. So, but I'm still the Manchester United is a very funny club. When it becomes very difficult, they'll find a way to nick the win. So I see them qualifying, maybe not as group leaders, but they will still make it out of the group.
Okay.
But secretly, though, I just want him to stay. So let them qualify. Yeah.
That's foolish, man. So let me just hit the super chat and I'll come to Amham. From yesterday, who says, the issue is Jerry Maguire. He's the captain of Man United and I would rather have David Luiz. The guy is useless. That second goal was a disgrace. Look, as I said again, see, people in this world, they're not ruthless enough. Because if you're ruthless enough, it doesn't matter whether you're English. It doesn't matter whether you're captain. If you're crap, you're crap. It should always be a ruthless, hardline meritocracy. But some people just, don't view that. Ham, talk to me, man. United, Leipzig, can they still make it through the group and be respectful?
Oh my word, man! United at its best. Red Devil Studio must be a very big Diego Jota fan, because the only Red Devil I recognize is Diego hotter than the sun.
I don't give you practice on that.
Wait, can I just ask, you are one of the cringiest people I've ever not met. I just want to just let's go. Okay, Karen, just talk about the game.
Yeah, man, that was a masterclass, man. It was a Skirtle masterclass. Shout out Martin. He was out there showing United what he used to show them when he was playing for Liverpool, doing his thing, putting in those crunching tackles. Rashford don't know nothing about that. He was too young for that shit. So, yeah, man. Rashford, man.
I
I'm so
United to make it through the group. I United to make it through the group.
HH, I've already said Istanbul, Başakşehir, Europa is still a possibility. It is still a possibility.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
We pray, Amham. We pray, man. We pray.
I mean, I already called it out a few hangouts ago that I said United are like that X-Men. You know what I'm saying? If you don't put a gun in his head, in front of his face, no powers are coming out. Nothing's coming out. But if you throw a grenade in the mix, watch that guy, bro. Watch his moves. His moves just transform into Ultra Instinct, and it's just unstoppable. So, man, Oli, man, as a Liverpool fan, of course, I love him. I think he's the best Man United manager ever. Yeah, man, Oli in.
That's a very messed up avatar, man. Oh no! Wait! Ham. You've talked for ages. So before I come to Mohammed, man. So yesterday says, by the way, I'm Ham. Favorite player is Ruud van Nistelrooy. Okay, that's a bit of a weird favorite player. And from useless abomination should have been aborted. Interesting name. Larry Maguire is as useless as the abomination on my profile pic. All right, so I think that's obviously in reference to a book that I'm still reading, which is called Naruto. Please, no spoilers. Mohammed, talk to me. United, will they make it through the group? Yes or no? Is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the GOAT? Is Rashford overrated? Is Maguire from the road? Mohammed?
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, sorry, my laptop was glitching. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, in my opinion, United aren't making it through. I'm not sure who said it, but someone said if everyone beats Istanbul, that's an automatic 3 points for everyone. And then I think United used to lose to Leipzig and PSG, and they're out. That happens, they're out. And yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I think PSG win the remainder of their games. That's 12 points, and then Leipzig end up with 12 points as well because they beat Istanbul and United, and then United only beat Istanbul, and that's 9 points. So yeah, I think they're done. They're going to the Europa League. I respect Istanbul. Like they did their thing. I honestly didn't watch the game, so I can't really comment too much about it. But overall, I'm gonna say this: Rashford is overrated. Like, I think every single English player out there is overrated, except for Jadon Sancho.
That's why someone called him world class. I was like, this guy doesn't do like. He is a very good player. He's a very good player. And sometimes
HH, you
don't give him enough credit. You don't give him.
The General Henderson is not overrated. The General Henderson is better than Lampard.
Henderson is so overrated.
Okay, Henderson better than Lampard.
Yeah,
you don't give. Let me carry on.
Nah, for me,
you don't give.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Let me. So Nats, finish your points, then I'll go to Mohammed. So Nats, what are you saying?
I feel like you don't give him enough credit for the things that he's doing for United, but when it comes to him being world class, I'm not sure how world class he is when all that he's doing is just playing on the counter attack. Because I don't see him taking on players, 5 players, 4 players, or scoring a goal. I know he's not the type of player, but can you really call him world class winger when he can't do those kind of stuff?
For me, I do give him his credit when he deserves credit, but just that's the way that people rate him and view him. I just think he doesn't deserve the rating that he gets in the media or online. That's what I'll say. But of course, he's a quality player, but not as good as people put him as. Mohammed.
Yeah, as I was saying, for me, every single English player, put in Harry Kane, Jordan Henderson, Alexander-Arnold, every single one of them is overrated. The only guy who isn't is Jadon Sancho, in my opinion.
Relax,
and that's because he's
Nice.
not even in the Premier League. He doesn't have all that media behind him. He's in the Bundesliga. He's rated fairly. I think he's really talented. And I'm not saying that Alexander-Arnold isn't good or that any of those guys aren't good, but they're just so overhyped by the English media. And I think the English media, that's like a whole separate issue. They put so much pressure on English players by this attention that they give them, and that's how half of them
And they'll never
end up
change.
blowing it.
And they'll never change.
Exactly. In terms of Solskjaer, nothing new there. Like I never thought he was the right man for the job. Like Pochettino was available. I don't know why they haven't made a move yet. Pochettino was perfect in my opinion.
The same man who benched Lucas Moura and started an injured Harry Kane.
Yeah, no,
that
no,
dude.
Okay, he did mess up there. He did mess up there, but you can't deny everything that he's done for Tottenham.
No
Where
trophy
he's brought
in 5
them.
years. No trophy in 5 years. And
Okay,
then-
but
really.
but where were Tottenham when he came in?
the key is,
Even
do
with
you see Spurs fans now saying that they want Pochettino back?
But
No,
that's because they have Mourinho. You guys had Mourinho and you sacked him. So that's on Man United. It's not on Pochettino.
Okay, look. We've been here for too long. Let's just round things off right now.
But and Harry Maguire is just a brick.
Look, forget that guy. Look, the guy is he's a convicted criminal, man. So let's chill. So I want us just to do a round off of the Champions League groups, and let's just see where we now stand. So
You should talk about Sevilla, man. You should talk about Sevilla.
Look,
yeah,
10 men down. What a comeback! What a comeback!
Down 2-0, a red card, and
They should have lost that game, man. They should have lost that game. They messed things up.
Going to top the group then.
Chelsea were the top. So no, I don't want to talk about. Okay, we'll talk about them. Look, we'll get there. So Group A, Bayern Munich are really getting that ass, man. So
they do.
They've conceded 3 goals, scored 12. So basically, I think we are safe in saying that this is really Atletico and Bayern Munich to go through.
Yeah,
definitely.
Do you see Bayern Munich having a perfect record, or you think they will lose in Spain to Atletico?
I think they draw.
They draw. That's the worst result they can get, but I think they're gonna be Atletico at Atletico house.
I don't think they win. They either draw or lose. I think that it may be a draw. I think it may be a draw. But if they finish this with a perfect record, then I think people should be slightly worried.
No, you should be worried. No, us. We said Bayern are winning the Champions League, but you said they're not winning it. So.
Nah, it's too early to predict.
They are not winning the Champions League.
It's too early to predict anyway. It's too early.
Okay, so look, let's go to Group B. So Group
Madrid's gonna finish first, then Gladbach's gonna finish second. I told you, we're not Chelsea, bro. We're gonna finish first, then Gladbach's gonna finish second, then Inter's gonna go to Europa League.
Lilton.
It's Vilton.
Lilton. Can you explain to me the mathematics of how Real Madrid finished top, please?
Okay, this is what's gonna happen. The next game at the San Siro, we're gonna lubricate Inter. It's like, we're not gonna lubricate them. We're gonna beat them. We're gonna get the 3 points. Ramos might get a late penalty, and we're gonna win that game. Then after that, we're gonna beat Shakhtar at their crib because we have to. We're gonna beat them down for what they did to us at the Stefano Stadium. Then at the last game, Gladbach's gonna come over. We're gonna spank them. Show them don't ever disrespect your father ever again in your entire life. Then we're gonna top the group. Then we're most likely gonna get. I feel like Chelsea's gonna finish second, so we're gonna get Chelsea in round of 16 and knock Chelsea out the Champions League.
Okay. Thank you, Nostradamus, for that. Thank you for seeing the future. So ignoring everything that was just said,
they'll finish second, Real Madrid, I think.
It doesn't really matter who they finish.
Look, let's wait. Let's keep it real. Madrid can still finish top of this group
very
easily because this group is so mad. But my thing for Inter Milan is, put it this way: if Inter Milan lose that next game, that means the most points they can get is 8 points. If Mönchengladbach win their next game, Inter Milan are finished. So basically, if Mönchengladbach beats Shakhtar Donetsk and Madrid beats Inter Milan are done.
Well, basically, if Madrid beat Inter and Mönchengladbach beat Shakhtar, then all Madrid and Inter need are a point each, and they're through, basically.
if we
Yeah.
if Gladbach beat Shakhtar, right, and we beat Inter's gonna have to beat Gladbach and Shakhtar. Those two games they're gonna have to beat
Now,
Gladbach to go through.
yeah, basically, and they need Shakhtar to lose versus Real Madrid as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we saying is
That's
table
why
finish like that?
Madrid.
Wait. So hold on. Say, Nat, is that you? Go for it.
What are we saying is the table finishes like that? How it is now?
It's not gonna finish
No
like
way.
that. Sorry, no way. I'm sorry, sir. It's not gonna happen.
Put it this
Roma
way:
PSG Europa.
if this table finishes like this, Vilton is going to do a 1 hour stream all by
No,
himself
I'm
to
not
explain.
coming in the stream. I'm not
He's
coming in the stream.
Apologize.
I'm
Vilton will
not
host the
coming
stream.
in the stream.
Let's keep it moving. So, Group
1
C.
hour.
Yeah, I think
skip this one, skip this one.
City and Porto. City and
Yeah,
Porto
yeah.
through.
Best team in Europe.
City and
Okay.
relax. No
Wait.
Champions League, no Champions League.
CL winners, CL
Easy.
winners.
Shush.
But this happens every season. City get a good group.
Yeah, they always finish first in the group. It's nothing new.
Guys, can you explain what this is? What does this mean?
They through. They always finish first. In the
No,
group.
this
They always
number
get the
number
easiest
4.
group.
Oh,
Marseille.
Well, they're garbage team, though. So
They
not
still got
really-
more Champions League than City, so they be all right. They be okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They're garbage.
So I think so. We're saying City and Porto then.
Yeah,
City always
Porto,
get
Porto.
the.
Wait. Can I just say we beat 3 Champions League winners here? No, apart from Olympiacos.
Oh, come on. Bro.
Porto
Come
and
on.
Marseille. So how can you say
Natsa,
this?
Come
Natsa.
on, bro.
We beat
Come
3
on,
Champions
bro.
League winning
Natsa,
teams.
how
Come on,
sad
bro.
can you be? Natsa, you should be ashamed of yourself.
How many Champions League winners?
Natsa, you should be ashamed of yourself.
How many
That
Champions
is
League
one of the
winners?
most shameful statements I've ever heard someone make.
But
Mas-
didn't last week
No,
you
no,
said
no.
you beat a Champions League team?
No,
when
no,
Chelsea beat a
Natsa.
Champions League team?
Marseille won the Champions League in the year 1700s. Okay. And FC Porto won the Champions League in 2004. Don't you dare use that as some kind of victory. Natsa, the fact about this is this, that Natsa, if City
Wait,
wins the game,
Have Chelsea ever beaten Real Madrid?
Natsa, Latsa,
If this is
Latsa.
enough, if this is the
guys,
standard
easy,
you're
easy.
using,
Wait, look, Latsa. You know how it works. If your boy Pep messes up again, I'm naming the post-match stream lep, and they're going to be invited on. So we do it every year. You see, now Latsa, it's like a yearly tradition. Once Pep messes up, I name the stream lep, and we do like a 3-hour breakdown with a meal. So be prepared. So.
and if this is the standard you're using, that tells you that City are a minimal team. If that's your standard,
So Group D.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Shout out Midtjylland. They're doing their thing, man.
I think Liverpool. And Atalanta go to. Ajax choked that 2-0.
Can I say something real quick? Based on that Atlanta performance in the last game, I don't think they should be allowed to make it through this group.
Oh, never mind.
They will go through. They will go through.
Never mind.
Can I land?
They will go through.
Who said they will go through?
Me.
How?
They will go through. Ajax looked very dodgy against Midtjylland. Very, very dodgy. They were not convincing at all. So Liverpool.
but they looked great versus Liverpool.
Fry, whoever said Atalanta is going to, but the problem is they're gonna play Liverpool again back to back. They're playing Liverpool. Again.
Yes, and
they're gonna lose that
the
game,
second game is going to be tight. Yeah, they will lose, but it's going to be tight. Even if it's an Anfield, I'm seeing a 2-1. 3-1 scoreline. It won't be a whitewash.
Yeah, but they still
anymore.
lost. They still lost. They still lost. And
loss.
Ajax is gonna win, and Ajax is gonna be Merlin again. So it's not really good for Atalanta. I think Liverpool and Ajax go through.
So basically, Atalanta play Ajax away final game.
Yeah, so that's gonna
Nah,
decide
Ajax,
who wins.
bro, Ajax,
Because
Ajax
see,
are well put together, man. Ajax
because
are well
Atalanta
put
are going to
together.
lose that game. I expect
Yeah,
Atalanta
lose
have
that
to beat Ajax.
Both team. Yeah.
HH, I'm saying Midtjylland comes through with Liverpool.
Keep smoking that's crap.
I think Liverpool got knocked out.
Okay, guys, this is it. This is the big one.
Sevilla's gonna finish first.
This is the
Chelsea's
big
gonna
one.
finish second.
This is the big one.
Sevilla's gonna finish first.
Shout out to Sevilla. Actually, let's wait. So, let me even see what happened. Oh, Navas got sent off.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they still won.
That's a big blow, though. I think.
So, can Krasnodar be investigated for match fixing then?
It was a hell of a
Just saying.
comeback.
Okay,
It was
so
a hell
look,
of a comeback.
this is all set up to be Now, when do Chelsea play Sevilla?
Fifth game, the fifth game.
This is the 5th game.
Y'all losing.
I think Sevilla top of this group. I
So
think
basically,
Yes,
you see,
Sevilla top just.
put it this way: if
Easily.
Chelsea shot against Rennes, if Chelsea can just
Get a draw.
If you guys get a draw, you guys go. You guys finish first.
no, yeah. If we get a draw and we say what's up to Krasnodar, then I think we can go through via GD.
I think Chelsea and Sevilla go
if
into their.
we get a great result against Krasnodar, then maybe it's touch
What
and
was,
go.
what was the score at home? Was it 0-0 1-1?
0-0.
0-0.
Okay,
0-0.
fine. You could even top the
I
group
think-
if you get a 1-1 draw against Sevilla away, because the head-to-head against Sevilla will be greater because you scored the away goal.
If I think with
And
the
look at the
head-to-head,
goal
they don't count
difference, too.
aggregates.
Yeah, don't.
With the head-to-head games, they don't count aggregate score. They just look at if you won or lost.
Yeah. I don't think they
exactly.
do aggregates. Yeah, I don't think they do aggregates. So, because like if
They don't do
he's right.
They don't do
If-
goal difference. It's
No.
head-to-head.
So basically, they do head-to-head first, then they
Yeah.
go to goal
Goal
difference.
difference. Exactly, yeah.
So they don't do like you scored the away goal. No. That doesn't come into it.
No, it's just who won.
So wait, let me just put from
But I
yesterday-
think going into the Sevilla Chelsea game, both of them will have 10 points.
Wait. Let me read this out. So from yesterday, it says that Natsa, can you, cheating club, do the world a favor and beat Liverpool this weekend, please, from the rest of the world. So Natsa, can you do them that favor?
I hope we can do a favor, but don't cry, Yase, because your club is irrelevant right now. Liverpool and City are top of the Premier League. Me and Hassan, King Soul, we're eating, bro. We're eating. Samuel, we're eating, bro. You're
Okay.
just
Well, I mean,
sitting on a-
yeah, I mean,
Low key,
Hassan-
so
Guys,
interesting.
Group F. Let's just look at Group F. Group F, guys. Group F.
Dortmund and Lazio go through.
This group is
Lazio-
actually interesting.
Lazio are such.
We don't
chokes.
give Alan the kind of credit he deserves, man.
Yes,
the guy
we do.
scores
Yes, we
anyhow.
do.
Do we?
HH doesn't, but
Look, he is rated how he's rated.
he says that like
He scored 2 goals again.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where Mbappe's
He has
seal goal?
equaled
Has he scored in the
R9.
semi?
Where Mbappe's seal goal?
He has
Just
equaled
one quick
R9's
question.
record in his
Has he
in
scored in a
Champions League.
CL semi? Has he scored in a
Let's
CL
just put
semi?
that out.
Has Hazard scored in the CL semi?
Ben,
Has
I'm
Hazard
asking
scored
Ben a
here?
question. I'm asking Ben a question. Ben,
You're asking me a
Has-
question, and I'm telling
Ben-
you that R9 scored 14
Ben, can
goals.
you, no, Ben, I'm asking you a question. Can you answer the
And
direct
Erling
question?
Haaland, a fetus, has scored
Ben,
the same
can you
number
answer
of
a
goals
very
with
simple
R9.
question? Okay, good, thank you. Ben,
Has Hazard scored in the
has
CL
hey
semi?
my guys, can I ask this guy a question? God damn, Ben.
Has
I'm asking you
R9
very
scored
direct-
in a CL final?
Ben, let me first ask the question. Ben, has Haaland scored in a CL semi or in a CL final? Has he scored in a World Cup semi, in a World Cup final? Has he scored in a Euro semi, in a Euro?
What is wrong with it, bro? Bro, what is wrong with this dude, bro?
So Ben, yes or no? Has he?
A
Has he
fetus,
scored?
you're asking?
Has he scored in the European Cup semi? Or because R9,
Oh my
who you want to
God.
disrespect, scored in the European Cup final. He scored in the European Cup final.
Oh my God.
So you can take your hating ass and keep it to yourself. You're absolutely pessimistic, evil person, man. So let's just talk about this a little bit before this guy messes with my head. So look,
Before you go into that, I want to apologize personally to Haaland for disrespecting him in the beginning of his career, because I disrespected him, called him nothing but a striker that just scores. But overall,
wait,
actually,
well, that's what he is. He's just a striker.
No. He is, but he has the goals that he scored doesn't matter. He's top 3 strikers in the world right now. You can't say anything.
Whoa, easy,
You know,
easy.
He is, though. He is.
No,
He is.
but the guy
Who else is
scored
gonna put up
Benzema.
on there?
He's
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
with Mbappe right now. Gotta
You
be.
guys, you're such hype.
Okay,
it's not
Itches,
hype,
please
bro.
name
No,
your top 5 best
this is
striker
no
right
longer
now.
hype.
No. You
Itches,
can't
name
be
your
top.
top
This is no
5
longer
best
You
hype.
can't be top 3 if you haven't scored in a CL semi. You can't
Oh
be.
my
I'm sorry.
Come
You
on,
can't be.
come
I'm
on,
sorry.
come on.
And Hazard hasn't either.
Okay,
though.
Wait,
Itches, name your
wait,
top
wait.
3.
Difficult.
Okay,
You- you put up
Itches,
Wait,
name your top
wait,
3.
This
Itches,
guy.
name your top
Guys,
3,
wait,
please.
guys, wait.
Degree of
Just a
Just
few
for me,
difficulty.
months
it's top
ago,
three.
HH
Just
said
for me, it's top three,
Aubameyang
HH.
was the second best striker in the world.
Guys,
wait,
can we talk about this group?
Just a few
Name
months
your
ago.
top
Lewandowski,
3.
Benzema,
Guys, can we
Immobile,
address this group?
Aubameyang.
Guys,
Name
can
your
we
top
please
3,
address this
Itches,
group?
please.
Guys, who is coming through this group? Are we saying Dortmund and Lazio?
Dortmund and Lazio. Yeah.
Dortmund, Lazio.
So Dortmund to go top?
Yeah.
I
Dortmund
think
finish
Lazio
first, yeah.
top. I think Lazio go top.
Wait, Itches, can you name me your top 3, please, in the world right now?
Yeah, no, I will very soon. Don't worry, I will very soon.
He
So
put Aubameyang, and Aubameyang hasn't scored in the CL
Group G,
semi.
group. Ben, Can we please just focus on this, please? Group G.
Bayern face Chelsea.
So let's just, gosh, these guys are useless, my lord. Dynamo Kiev and Fenix Varos, man. Shout out to those guys, man. So So wait, when did they
Barca
play?
suck.
So they play Barcelona. This is the final game. Beautiful. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So let's just assume, just for entertainment purposes, they win their remaining games.
They are.
And they both go into that game with, what's that? Is that 15
3 points
points?
apart.
On 13? No,
So
I'm not saying.
15 and 12. 15 and
15,
12.
15. Yeah, 15.
So if it's when they go into that game with 15 points, do you see Juve beating Barcelona at Camp Nou?
Oh. If
With
Cristiano plays,
Ronaldo,
if Cristiano plays, he turns up. Messi might actually turn
Morata,
up to this game.
Ronaldo
because
played
for
today.
some
Morata
reason,
scored 2 goals, bro.
Messi needs
Versus
Cristiano to score
Morata.
goals, so I don't know.
Barcelona
The
wins
Oos,
at
the
Camp
Oos,
Nou.
the Oos.
Oh yeah, the Oos. Don't forget the Oos, right? The Oos.
The Us is doing his thing, man. He's doing his thing. So
Guys,
look,
you guys,
versus
look,
that.
you guys need to appreciate it. He has not been jinxing player recently. We need to give him some kudos.
He still has
Abdullahi, you can't come in late and disrupt the discussion. You came in late.
You've not been
Please
jinxing
relax.
players
Abdul-
recently.
Abdullahi,
Abdullahi,
can you please mute your
Abdullahi,
mic? Mute your mic, man.
He
Mute your
still
mic.
hasn't named me his top 3 best striker in
Mute
the
your
world.
mic. Mute
still
your mic,
hasn't
my
named
friend.
Versus that trash defense, Cristiano might mess around and grab like a super hat trick or something. Versus PK and Longley.
So the Group H, man. So this is it, man.
Wow. Divided.
This is a
PSG
group.
1, Leipzig 2nd.
Wait.
It'll
Can I just
remain
say
this way.
Wait.
It'll
Can I
remain
just say
this way.
After 3 games, I did not think that the group would look like this,
Obviously.
where Istanbul would actually have 3 points. Because look, okay, I just expect it to happen, but let's just say, for argument's sake, Istanbul somehow have a shocker victory against United. Put it this way: if Istanbul somehow beats United, and I assume PSG beats Leipzig, all 4 teams will be on 6 points going into round 5. Now that's just a thing, because I expect United to beat Istanbul and PSG will beat Leipzig. So I think after round 5, I think we're gonna sorry, after round 4, we're gonna see it. So it's gonna be PSG 6.
Leipzig will beat PSG at in Paris.
No, they won't. No, they won't.
Wait,
They won't.
what?
They
After the
won't.
two, people forget that, like they had the 2
Red Devil, what are you smoking?
Yeah,
people
Red
forget-
Devil, you honestly are smoking.
No,
bro.
hold
They're
up,
not-
hold up,
they're not
hold up,
gonna
hold up,
beat them.
hold up. You're forgetting that they won without Kim Pembe and Idrissa Gueye, 2 obviously of their starters because of their suspension, the red cards. So that one of their first choice centre backs and one of their arguably their best holding midfielders. So that's actually very important.
With the Verratti and Mbappe are back, what happened then?
Neymar is not going to be back.
They just need Mbappe. They don't need Neymar in the group stage. They need Neymar in the round of 16 and so on.
I think
I don't know about that, man. I don't know
They're
about
about their
that.
first choice defender. They're about their holding midfielder, and they're about one
I
of their
think
best.
Marquinhos slides into Kimpembe's spot, to be honest, perfectly, and then they could just have Verratti is going to be back, and I think Mbappe is going to shut all the haters up in that game.
Who said Verratti? Who's Verratti?
Our dream table is what Leipzig first and Istanbul second. That's our dream table.
Who's Verratti? I never heard of that name. Who's Verratti?
Nasa, don't.
No,
Nasa, don't.
PSG and United going through.
I don't get what evidence people have that PSG are the way haven't shown that in the first 3 games, even with these players. So why is it that somehow
Red Devil?
Because they should have wanted their Red Devil. They choked.
Red Devil, be objective. Are you honestly telling me that PSG, knowing what is at stake, they are going to lose in Paris to
I've said that like it looks like they're not playing for the Tuchel. Like you could see that they were like when they came off the pitch today, they just completely disrespected the guy. So it's one thing to maybe for personal pride, okay, sure, but it's clear that they're not playing for the manager. So if you have a manager like Nagelsmann, where clear the players, that's the difference. Now the players of RB Leipzig are playing for Nagelsmann.
Yeah, but the problem, Red Devil, they know they're gonna win the French league. They need PT more in the Champions League. They're gonna be motivated to stay in the Champions League longer. They know they won the French
We've
league.
been saying this for like 5-6 years now. We've been
Excuses, man.
Like,
Bro, they're gonna be Leipzig, but they're gonna go through. It's gonna be PSG and United that goes through. Leipzig, just focus on the Bundesliga.
You see, this is what I don't like. I hate when people spread fake news. This is fake news. So Abdullahi, keep in mind that this is a lie. This is true. So let me just say this. So Yasir Said, rather Lassia Laid says, Abdullahi, HH has not been hyping Mendy. So when Mendy kicks the ball into his own net, just remember that HH never hyped him. HH doesn't have any juju. Said, worry about Istanbul. Worry about Istanbul and worry about your dudes, man.
Imagine they lose that game.
You guys say relying on Mbappe. What actually has Mbappe done since in the World Cup for PSG?
Can I?
What?
Can I,
World Cup?
can I just be? Can I? Okay, cool. No. Can I answer? Can I answer?
Boom.
Mbappe, if you're listening, leave PSG as soon as possible. Because let me say something right now. If PSG somehow, this will never happen. I swear it will never happen. If PSG somehow, some way land in Europa League, it's the end of the club as we know it.
But Chelsea been to Europa League before though.
Yeah, and won it.
By the way,
So
that means
wait, Vilton, have Real Madrid ever won the Europa League?
No, because we don't have time to
There
go
we
there.
go. There we go. Champions League and Europa League. So don't talk to me.
By the way, without
Why would I want to go to Europa League? Why would I want to do that?
Chelsea have won the Champions League and Europa League. You haven't won it, so don't talk to me.
But we actually did win it though. We actually did win it. We won
Mohammed
in
is talking.
1980.
Mohammed, can you talk? Mohammed, talk.
Okay, first of all, that's a finished argument in history. B, without Mbappe, PSG did not beat Atalanta, just saying. Last season in the quarter. Mbappe does not come on, they lose that game.
But
no, they don't.
So, okay, but Mohammed, let me say this. Are you saying that Mbappe should stay at PSG?
No, I'm just saying, like, people are saying, what has he done ever since the World Cup? I'm saying he has done shit. You know?
So
but he definitely should not stay at United, at PSG.
So one game against Atalanta, which was actually a one-off game, because there was obviously no back-to-back legs. And
Red Devil, why are you such a hater?
I'm not a hater. I think the guy.
It's not like he scored the goal though.
I think he should go to
he got to
a Liverpool for me. I think he'll be.
Wait.
What?
Sorry to interrupt you guys. But we actually did win the Europa League. We won it in 1985 and 1986.
No, you didn't.
Google it up.
Have you won the Cup Winners' Cup? Have you won the Cup Winners' Cup?
No, you won the FA Cup.
Europa League, Cup Winners' Cup, Champions League. So you're not. So sorry, you can't say what's up to Chelsea. Chelsea have won a greater variety
we won
of
it. Google
trophies.
it up.
Chelsea have won a greater variety of trophies than Real
won
Madrid.
the Premier League, huh?
Have you won the Carabao Cup?
Have Chelsea won La Liga?
Thank you. So basically, all this fake Real Madrid, you guys are just a fake club, man. CL merchants, man. CL merchants.
Exactly.
CL merchants. You see, people need to respect Chelsea. Let me just keep it real. How many clubs have won Cup Winners' Cup, UEFA Cup, Champions League, Europa League, Premier League, FA Cup? But
you know what's funny?
United haven't won as many.
You know Chelsea's wait, guys. You know Chelsea's the only club to have never won the Club World Cup as a Champions League winner. Everybody else won, except for Chelsea.
Chelsea won the Club World Cup.
Wait, show me your tag. Show it to me.
Chelsea have won the Club World Cup. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you on Sunday.
Bro, Chelsea
No. But look, that's a fact. Chelsea have won the most variety of trophies than any other club. Most clubs just win the same trophy over and over again. So if you think about it, Chelsea have an argument of being the best club based on all of the variety, because Chelsea have won every single trophy conceivable.
You didn't exist
every trophy. Red Devil, can I land? Can I land? Chelsea, every trophy conceivable, Chelsea have won. So Liverpool, Real Madrid, you're all fake clubs.
How we fake? We built the competition.
Can I explain?
Let me ask you this.
Can I explain? Because you're built off hype. You're all built off hype. Chelsea is the only club that is not built off hype. United is built off English hype. Real Madrid is built off Spanish hype. Liverpool is built off Liverpool and England hype. Chelsea is the only club that is self-made. That's it. So
what about Liverpool?
Abramovich money.
That's the thing.
Abramovich, man.
Yeah, Abramovich.
Let me ask you this.
Ask me.
Jay-Z, if after Jay-Z marries Beyonce, does he need another woman? If he has Beyonce, no. If Real Madrid win the Champions League, they do not need anything else. If you have the best trophy in the world, you don't need anything else.
Do you know what makes Jay-Z a real man? how many different wives does he have? That's what makes him a real man.
Yeah, but he ended up with the queen. He ended
his
up with the
variety of
queen.
wives. No,
That's
there's always
fornication.
more than one
That's
queen.
fornication.
Wow.
So
Variety
so-
of wives. Oh
no,
my.
no. Look, you have to have the
Well,
variety. of
do you
things.
guys also know Chelsea's
So-
only don't only defending champion to never pass the group stage, the next Champions League?
There we
Who
go.
won the Champions League in
Yeah,
2012?
Chelsea.
Yeah, you
Which-
didn't even get out the
Which
group
is the
stage.
only team?
2013.
Can I land? Which is the only team to beat a team in their own home ground in the Champions League final?
Liverpool
What?
versus Roma.
Yeah.
No. A major team.
Roma's
What?
the big team.
Roma bigger than
Was that-
Chelsea.
was
They're
that-
bigger
was
than
that-
Chelsea. They're bigger than Chelsea.
It's happened several times. I could think about
Roma
it.
no, it's not. The only time that a team has beaten a major team in their own home ground in the Champions League final is Chelsea, which proves Chelsea as the realest Champions League winners.
I don't know
The
what
fact that
means
Chelsea did that in 2012 means
Wait,
Wrong
it's
stuff.
called degree of difficulty. I'm sorry, guys. I don't make the rules.
And yet-
Degree of difficulty.
and yet your favorite player.
Chelsea's Champions League win is the greatest display of degree of
And
difficulty in
yet, your
football.
favorite player, Robin, missed a penalty in the final.
So-
Your favorite player, degree of
So
difficulty,
there you go.
alright?
So none of your
Can,
clubs
can,
ever.
but can you? But can
What about
Chelsea do it in the
2004
World Cup
Porto?
final?
Wait, what about 2004
Yeah, they can
Porto?
actually.
What about
Hey,
2004
if Chelsea's the
Porto?
biggest club, why they have our league?
Guys,
Why they have our
let
league?
me. Okay, look. Let's just round it off.
2004
So
Porto.
everybody's talking about.
Can
Bayern
Chelsea do it in the
and-
World Cup semis?
Yes, they can. And I'll prove it to you. I'll show you receipts. Before we round out, Bayern fans have been getting at me, and they have been trying to horse me down. And Bayern fans want me to go down. So here's my thing here to all of you guys. Bayern Munich. This is my. Let me just state here very clearly, Bayern fans. I am not against you, but let me just.
He's against Real Madrid.
If Pulisic played in those two legs, you don't beat Chelsea.
God. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let me land.
Let me land.
Don't let him land.
Let me
Do not
land.
let him
Please let me
land.
land. Pulisic,
That's the next thing. Let me land.
Pulisic, based on form, was top 3 in the world.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Let me land.
How many goals do you have in PL7?
Right.
Please. So, the fact that you did not face a player who was top 3 in the world after the restart shows you they didn't face the real Chelsea. Facts, I checked the stats. If Pulisic had
Oh my
played,
god.
Chelsea beats Bayern Munich 100%. 100%.
That's
So,
the,
no, easy. Bayern Munich, you deserve
I'm worried
the
because I
Champions
think you
League.
really believe this.
Bayern Munich, you deserve the Champions League. But all I'm saying is that how real is that trophy if you didn't face the real Chelsea? Now, I'm saying right now to Bayern fans, man. Bayern fans, I respect you guys. I'm not hating. This isn't me feeling salty. All I'm saying is this. I don't feel you will maintain this high level. If you do, this is the greatest team in Champions League history that we've seen since the Champions League era, because Real Madrid didn't maintain this high level when they defended their title. They didn't.
They won it 3 times in a row, though.
They didn't maintain this high level. It was close. If
This is reactionary. But Madrid and Barca have been flogging people 6 in group stages for a long time. Just
did
go
Barcelona
back.
ever defend their title?
I don't know how.
Did Barca ever defend their title?
Sorry?
Yes or no? Did Barcelona ever defend
Has
their
Bayern
title?
defended their title? Madrid did. So what's the point?
No,
Madrid, we're talking.
Bayern has before.
No. Champions League era.
No.
Real Madrid did,
Only Madrid.
but Real Madrid were not playing at this high of a level that Bayern Munich are. If Bayern, total teams like 5 goals, 6 goals, 3 goals, I will hold my hands up and say, wow. All I'm saying is that if Bayern face Liverpool, I don't know. If Bayern face a full-strength Chelsea with a fully fit Pulisic, I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
What?
That's all. I
You
don't
were
know.
doing so well.
What about a healthy Zard, man? What about healthy Zard that's in form? What about if you face against a healthy Zard?
Well, you know, that's
That is the best question ever.
Wait, let me get this. So, football analysis at HH, how good were you when you played soccer? I can see you being a brick. Now, To answer this question, you
How
freaking
do you think the
clown.
Brick Academy was
Can
funded?
I answer
The
this
Brick
clown's
Academy
question?
started because of HH.
Can I answer this clown's question? So, clown analyst. First of all, I don't play soccer, man. I play football. I don't know what soccer is. And for football, I may not have my physicals and everything. Technically, I was brilliant and I had an amazing football brain, which is what makes me an amazing analyst. So, guys, it's a simple question. Do you
It was
believe that
basically a
Bayern
mixture of Messi and
Wait,
Iniesta.
let me ask this question, my guys. We can go, man. I'm hungry. I need to go and watch The Mandalorian, man. Please. Do you guys believe Bayern Munich will win this Champions League and they're the clear favorites? It's a very simple question. Are you saying they will destroy every single team?
No, they're the clear favorites, but I don't think they will win.
If they won't win, then who will then?
Anybody
was
could win,
Liverpool.
anybody could win.
No, Ben. If
It's
you
not
had to
that
put
easy. You
money
can't just say
on
Liverpool.
a team,
Man
Oh,
United.
Ben,
Why not?
If you think of
Ben,
last season, can you hear me? If you think of
we
last
can hear you
season,
beautifully well.
yeah, we're thinking Liverpool would go just destroy everybody, but they crash out to Atletico. So I think Bayern could crash out to somebody, just anybody. So that's the thing. So it's not that easy. The Champions League is the most difficult, and I also think we're overhyping this Bayern actually because one leg. Come on. One-legged tires are not
Ben, Ben,
as difficult.
wait. Oh, okay,
Do you
Ben.
guys
You
see
can't
my
put this
avatar?
above champion
Wait,
above
Ben.
Real Madrid three-peats when they
Wait.
played
Do you guys
two-leg
see my
tires for
avatar?
3 years. Come on.
Yes, Wilton receipts. Thank you. Okay, wait. Ben, put Chelsea and Pulisic to one side. Put Chelsea and Pulisic to one side. If Bayern played Barcelona over 2 legs, we're looking at rape. Yes or no?
That would be 15. That would be a prostitution.
So yeah, thank you, prostitution. So Ben,
Yeah.
it was to the benefit of a
No,
Lyon
but they didn't do it.
and
So
a
that's the
Barcelona.
problem. They didn't do it. That's the point. And this is the same reason I don't rate the Madrid team that won 5 times in the 50s because they played they started the competition from round of 16 and they played only one-legged ties. So you played round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals, finals, and you won it 5 years in a row. And I should give you what? Don't you get what I'm saying?
But that's how it played. But then you have to just you can't compare it to now.
No. But, okay, so Ben, you're saying that Liverpool, like Bayern Munich's win, doesn't mean much because they didn't play 2 legs. That's it's lesser of a win.
Nah, come on.
Yes. I believe so.
Nah,
I
you
believe so.
can't do that.
Everyone
that's
Quarterfinals, semifinals. Come on. Do you know how
Can you
difficult it
maximize
is
my
to go
screen? Can you
2
maximize
legs?
my screen?
No, Wilton, no, I can't. No.
Look, when Bayern
Do you know how
won it
difficult
last
it is to
season,
go 2 legs? No, now. Come on.
Ben, when Bayern won it last
If you're going
season,
2 legs, you may not score 8.
Wait. Mohamed, go for it. Mohamed.
When Bayern won it last season, it was different circumstances, yes, but everyone faced the same circumstances. It's not like they had it easier than anyone. The same issues that everyone else had, they had. The only difference is that they dealt with it better.
You know, there'll always be an asterisk. There will always be an asterisk for that last season. It's not possible. You can't say.
No, they won't.
Oh, come on.
No.
We played it in August.
No. Where's the asterisk?
Where's the asterisk though?
Like a game is a game. Like okay,
1 leg.
2 legs, 1 leg. No, the fact of
1
the matter
leg.
is that. Think about this. People say that.
And they could have lost that 1 leg.
That doesn't
Mohab
feel
wants
like
to
the
come in.
Champions League at all.
Mohab wants to come in.
So okay, look. The fact of the matter is that 1 leg, 2 legs. Ben? It's a very simple question. Are you telling me that Bayern Munich still don't baptize Barcelona and Lyon over 2 legs? Are you honestly telling me that? So Ben, as crap as Barcelona were under Setien, Barcelona stand a better chance.
No, they
of
will
Bayern
now.
over 2 legs?
No. They will. But
okay,
Bayern Munich, if they play, if they didn't play, if they didn't play at that time, if
Ben,
they had
what you
played
said, you're just waffling
during the like.
Anyway, it's
Yeah,
way
even the
too early
Wi-Fi
to
don't
Champions
predict.
League going
It's
normally.
way too early
I
to
mean,
predict.
February.
Liverpool have won the
Played
Champions
all
League.
those
It's
right
way
now.
too early
like
to
that.
predict anything. We gotta start
It will
predicting stuff
be
in the round
different
16.
circumstances. That's what I'm saying. You
Liverpool
can't just
won it.
gather everybody and put everybody in 1 month and over 2 weeks. You said
But-
everybody should play. You can't. see
But that creates
over
its
2
own
weeks.
difficulty because it
Oh,
was
now.
a
No,
fixture
come on. I
congestion.
don't think.
Okay. It's just put it this way: if nobody gets hurt, if somehow the football god said nobody gets hurt, Bayern Munich are winning their back to back. If nobody gets hurt, but
No,
injuries
no.
happen, so I
Are you
don't
talking
know.
about this season or last season? We're having two different conversations right now.
Liverpool winning it. If Liverpool come across Bayern in this thing, then Liverpool winning the thing. Because
No,
I do think Bayern are the favourites, but I've always said the big thing I know with Bayern is that high line. And I just think if you play a team like Liverpool, when you have the cling, especially if Jota continues his form, because now that you put that defensive Firmino thing out situation, you've now got 3 players that are now going to all go at you and score. So the high line that Bayern press, you can't tell me that Salah, Mane, and Jota will be looking at lips going, we can put goodness knows how many goals past this team. Not they'll be lubricated, but I don't think that you can.
No, because you can see,
It's also not the same thing about
it's all about
PSG.
matchups. It's all about matchups. 100% Bayern fully deserve that chance. 100%. If Bayern play a full strength Liverpool, that's a very interesting game. It's a very interesting game because I know how Bayern Munich can get a Liverpool. Liverpool have weapons to really expose Bayern Munich. So I don't say I'm not saying Liverpool will definitely win.
Yeah,
that is a very interesting game.
That's the final we all want.
Yeah, so basically that would be a great ideal final because how will Bayern Munich now cope with the speed and the finishing of those two? And if Jota is now continues to improve and gets better and better, oh my gosh, that is a very dangerous front three. A very dangerous front three.
Bayern are dominant by scoring more than the opposition, and I don't think they will do that against Liverpool. Like Liverpool will be solid at the back very well.
Without
They
Van
can be
Dijk?
solid at the back.
Without Van Dijk?
But at least if you think of Liverpool and think of Bayern, who has the likelihood to be more solid at the back on their perfect day? Even
Bayern without Van Dijk scored against Bayern when they beat yeah, he scored when Liverpool played Bayern. Didn't Van Dijk
That's what I'm saying now. I'm saying Liverpool are more solid at the back. That's what I'm saying.
But also Klopp knows Bayern. Klopp knows Bayern as well. Like Klopp is not doesn't know how Bayern
I don't know.
plays.
I just don't think they beat Bayern. I just don't think they beat Bayern without Van Dijk.
This is the guy who won the Bundesliga twice with Dortmund against the Bayern.
That same Bayern considered
he lost in the Champions League final against Bayern. So
and that was a completely different Bayern team. None of those guys are still here, except for maybe Neuer.
The Bayern team though, in the 2012-2013 of Robin and
so look,
yeah, that was a good team, but
look, just to round off, because we're now rounding off now. So guys, thank you very much for being here. Guys, remember to like the vid.
I think there are some.
Just on the comments about Bayern's win last season. Like, yes, Bayern was good, but how confident are we that Bayern gets 8-2 if they have to play at Camp Nou, which obviously is Barcelona's hype ground? And
that's they were crap at last season on the set.
Bro, they lost to a 10-man down Osasuna at home, so I'm pretty sure Bayern could have beat them at home. They lost to a 10-man down Osasuna in the Camp Nou, so I'm pretty sure Bayern would have beat them.
This was Europe. European Juju stadium.
Don't give me that nonsense. Don't give me that nonsense.
I am how Messi was walking. He was walking, bro.
Look,
and plus, wait. Bayern was the last team to beat them at the Camp Nou 3-0 before the 7th year, before any team hasn't beat them there. So Bayern would have beat them again, like in 2013.
Bayern would have just destroyed them at the Camp Nou, 100%.
Even if it's not 8-2, they still would have won.
No way.
Wait, guys, look, we're rounding off, man. Guys, thank you, guys. Like the vid. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and yes, I stand by what I said. Bayern Munich, 100%, amazing team, superb team. Didn't beat Chelsea with.
They're not winning it back to back. It's too early to predict.
Didn't beat Chelsea with Pulisic. That's what I'm saying, guys.
Too early to predict.
Stay real. Or other.